off Instagram. Stay off Instagram. So, guys, aloha, it's your boy Double H Halfo, trying to live, trying to exist, trying to stay alive, man. So, guys, we've got a great show for you, man, and we're gonna talk about stuff. We're gonna talk about a goat Ronaldo. We're gonna talk about a fridge because we have to always promote the uses of fridges. We're gonna talk about an Angel Di Maria. We're also gonna talk about your boys Chelsea because people have been saying that Todd Bowley doesn't do this, Todd Bowley doesn't do that, but apparently Todd Bowley is trying to say what's up because we're going to talk about the Stirl. We're going to talk about the Stirl, and also as well, as we always do on this football channel, this is like a football channel show. We're going to need like football news on this day. Some years ago, small, I don't know what it is. July 6th, Cristiano Ronaldo was unveiled as a Real Madrid player. So we're going to do a retrospective of Cristiano Ronaldo as a Real Madrid player. And so let's just look at what he's done and what he contributed to Real Madrid and so forth. So, guys, I've got an amazing panel with me. I've got your boy Ricardo. We've got your boy Uncle Nix, a terrace superstar, AFTV superstar. I believe the guy's a banker. He's got 3 mansions. He's got 4 wives. It is what it is. That's how the guy rolls. You got your boy Smoke. Oh, sorry, 5 West. Sorry, 5 West. We've got a boy Don Smoke doing his thing, and a big man, you know him, long time football hot dude, Mr. Red over there, man. So, guys, as I say again with all this stuff, man, like that vid, subscribe if you're new, and if there's anything you want to contribute, as long as your name isn't Daddy Oos or English Talents FC, feel free to drop a dub. We call them dubs here, super chats, dubs, whatever you want to call it. And those donations help us to.
And we have a challenge going on today. If we hit 200 likes, HH will shave his head bald for the next video. He will shave his head bald.
No, guys, this is my real hair. I don't care what anyone says. This is my real hair because I've been tired of all the comments said to me. So this is my real hair. This is my real hair. The hair came back. So I want to see all of your hairline jokes. I want to see all of your hairline jokes now.
Hey, Tate, you're looking like Todd Babatunde or something like that.
I mean, HH. Wow. Look, HH. Like 3 years ago, my hairline was a little bit receding. I went and got the procedure, man. Get a hair transplant. Go to Turkey. It's like, bro, like what? What is it like? Probably like 1,200 pounds. You'll get a full head of hair, man.
1,200 pounds.
Look at this.
Hairline.
Look at this.
No. I'm considering it.
Like the thing is, I've always had a widow's peak, and I hated it. And then my hair was starting to thin because, like in my younger days, I'd always put like hair product and gel and stuff like that. And then like I got like a hairline, just like the front right here. And hey, man, it's worth it.
And you might get some few signings as a bonus.
Don't relax. Don't focus on getting your first UCL. Focus on getting your first UCL. We'll happily advise you as to how to win the UCL. Trust me, we'll happily advise you. So, guys, look, man, there's only one place to start, man. There's only one place to start with this whole stuff, and that's with a guy who I love, and it's my good friend, man. And it's so good that we have our friend Nix here. So, all I want to know is that I want to talk about taxes. We all know about taxes, taxes. Mm-hmm. What they say? They say like 2 sentences in life: death, taxes, and general stuff, man. And all that kind of beautiful stuff. But the thing here is that Maguire's dossier of brickness is amazing, and it keeps on growing. It keeps on growing because this is a guy who has invented a new defensive position, a false 5. This is a guy who is a criminal and should be behind bars doing 25 to life. This is a guy who is quite arguably Man United's worst player. And now he has got another thing to add on a absolutely amazing Siberian dossier, which is you are captain of a team and you seem it's fit to go and like a post about Cristiano being unhappy with a wage cut, knowing that PR is very important, knowing that as a captain, you are more than just a player for the team. You are actually a statesman and an ambassador for the team. Knowing that in social media, everybody can see what you like. Unless this guy is truly stupid and truly an imbecile, is like, oh, maybe they won't know that I liked it and so forth. It just seems so, it seems so much. So Nix, I just need you to explain to me that 2 things. First thing is, why is Maguire still captain? Is it truly tax that's going through, or do you believe Ten Hag is going to strip this clown off this armband? And secondly is that, how deep are these issues in the dressing room with Man United? And is this an indication of one of them needs to go. Either it's Maguire or Cristiano, because Ten Hag doesn't have the experience to unite this kind of particular dressing room.
First shout out to Todd Brick for making his first signing of the summer. Finally.
The Stirl, relax. We're going to talk about the Stirl. We're going to talk about this Stirl. We'll talk about the Stirl. This is Stirl.
Secondly, when are you going to get a Ronaldo shirt behind you in your background?
Oh no, these are for guys who retired.
Mine and then you get it, or which one is it?
No, these are for guys who retired. Once you retire, then you get eligible. So all these guys, you have to retire first. So
okay. I'll note that one down. Listen, Maguire should never begin the captaincy in the first place. He shouldn't, like, how he got the captaincy 6 months into his Manchester United career. Man United, the biggest club in England. Like, you don't get the captaincy based on the fact that you played for Leicester, you played for Hull, you played for England. Like, remember, he doesn't captain any of those sides.
No,
he doesn't captain any. So, on what basis is he fit to be the Manchester United captain?
So was it Oli that made him captain to begin with?
Oli made him captain because so when he joined, we had a few captains. It was like, well, it was Antonio. I think it was Antonio Valencia was the club captain. But obviously, he didn't play all the time. If I'm correct, I'm trying to. Maybe was Antonio Valencia even still there? Ashley Young definitely was the club captain or one of the club captains. And there was a few others. There was the likes of David De Gea, Paul Pogba, who would take the armband in that time. And then Ashley Young left. I say Antonio Valencia. I think Valencia had gone a long time by then. What am I talking about? Ashley Young left in January to go to Inter Milan. And it was at that point, it's like, we need a new captain. Now, Bruno hadn't joined yet. Bruno joined at the end of January. And even at that point, I mean, if you had given Bruno the captaincy, I'd have been like, that's a bit weird. Like, he's just joined the club. 6 months in, he gives the captaincy to Maguire. Now, of course, in those 6 months, Maguire may have well have shown leadership qualities and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to have been a captain to have leadership qualities. So I'm not saying that he was wrong to consider him, but I just feel that at that point of the season, when things weren't going great, by the way, that's why we had to go out and get Bruno Fernandes in the January, to give it to a man who doesn't have that experience at such a crucial juncture, at such a big club. It's like Solskjaer was even protecting himself because Maguire was his big signing, so he knew he was going to have that kind of loyalty. Whereas if he gave it to someone like a David De Gea or Paul Pogba, I don't know, there could have been a number of other players who he could have given it to, but they don't have that allegiance to him that Maguire may have because you brought me to the biggest club.
Wait, so De Gea would have backstabbed him. De Gea seems like a very neutral guy.
It's an option. It's a possibility because I was here before you. I've won league before you. Maguire was nothing before Oli bought him for 80 million. So it's like, whoa, all right, I owe you. So he's always going to have his back. So maybe he gave it to him out of loyalty. It's a bad decision because Maguire is not a bad player. I know you said he's probably Man United's worst player. I don't think he is Man United's worst player. As a matter of fact, he's not Man United's worst player. But with the captain's armband, he gets into discussion now as Man United's worst player because you're judging him both on his ability and his performances and also his leadership as a captain. But also, I think his performances have been affected by the fact that he's captain. It's too much responsibility. Yeah. It's too much responsibility. And I think it was a bad decision to get given the captaincy in the first place. He's been
but specifically with this whole liking of the thing, what do you think his thinking was in going to win like that?
We have to be honest. Let's be real honest.
Yeah, let's be real.
It must have been a mistake. It must have been a mistake.
So he slipped.
But I don't really use Instagram like that. But I know like you can double tap and like. You don't have to actually press the heart. I think that's correct. So like even if he believed and truly said, yeah, Ronaldo only wants this because he's losing money. You don't like it because you know it's going to be visible. Like I can't. I'm not saying he doesn't believe it, but for him to like it, the only justification can be that it's a mistake because he put himself in the mire. He had if anything else before now wasn't enough to strip him of the captaincy. He cannot lead Man United out this season. I think the fans, because listen, Ronaldo is a Man United legend, whichever way you want to dress it up. the fans will back Ronaldo over Maguire.
Oh,
in
for
this
sure, for sure.
situation. You know,
Oh, no, because do you know what I said? I said
it
that.
must have been a mistake.
Let's see, if De Gea had done the same thing, guys would have been like, well, okay, then there would be a discussion. My thing is that,
Yeah.
you know how this is like focus on the message, don't kill the messenger. In this case, both are intertwined. You have to look at the messenger and the message.
I was just thinking, like, say there was a meme that was going on around, say Maguire's mistakes, and Ronaldo had liked it. Most people will be saying, see, this is what Ronaldo really thinks about him. Nobody would be talking about the unprofessional nature of it.
Oh, no way.
But it would still be very unprofessional.
It would be.
Like
but it is what it is.
Like it was unprofessional when Lukaku leaked the running stats from Manchester United to prove that he wasn't the slowest and the fastest at the club. And it's like, all right, you were right, you're not, but it's unprofessional. But because it's the other way around, it's Maguire on Ronaldo. Like, nobody cares about whether it's right or wrong. Nobody cares about whether it's a fact. We don't know, but nobody's discussing. Maybe it's actually true. Ronaldo wanted to take the wage cut. That's out the window now. Someone might even argue, but if you're really against Ronaldo, maybe Ronaldo sabotaged the whole thing and got somebody on an inside job to make him like the tweet. So nobody's talking about Ronaldo. Nobody's talking about Ronaldo.
Look, I wouldn't put it past him because Ronaldo plays 5D chess. He plays 5D chess.
But HH, on your stream yesterday, we were talking. Well, you lot were talking about the potential of Ronaldo leaving because of the wage cut.
Yeah.
Today we're not talking about that. Today we're talking about Maguire liking the post about him taking the wage
narrative.
cut.
It's the narrative.
Dodgy things are going on.
Okay, wait, let me bring in Ricardo. What's your take on this whole Fridge versus our goats, man?
When I originally saw it, I didn't really think it was a Ronaldo versus Maguire sort of situation. I think because the post said Cristiano Ronaldo is reportedly upset with the 25% wage cut all players receive when Manchester United failed to qualify for the next season. So the way I took that is I hear Maguire, in a sense, he's confirming not just Cristiano Ronaldo's, that he's upset, but pretty much maybe all the players are upset.
What they say. That's what I thought. To give him some rope, but then you now look at the facts of, if the whole thing of there being a dressing room rifts never happened, then I could be that, he's liking it because he's pissed off that everyone has this wage decrease. But when you now add in that there has been a dressing room rift between some people with Maguire and Cristiano and so forth, then you may think that maybe it's the other thing,
I mean, I guess it's how you take it, but like I said, I never thought, like, why would Maguire have anything out for against Ronaldo? I'm like, if you're any unbiased person in the world, like, well, why is Maguire even captain? He has no seniority in that team. Like, even if Ronaldo had never gone to the club, I don't believe he has any level of seniority. Why? Maybe because he was the most expensive defender. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. Ronaldo was the most expensive player at Real Madrid, and he was never captain. So, I mean, what does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. Like I said, sometimes your captain is not even your best player. It can sometimes it should have been De Gea. Don't know why it wasn't De Gea.
I used the example of Ambrosini. Ambrosini was like AC Milan captain for a long time. That guy was nowhere near the best player. But we don't know how people view him in the dressing room and whether he's likable and whether he commands respect as a character. So
the problem was in the January is that there was options of captains, but nobody could really be trusted with it. And I say that because David De Gea hadn't signed a new contract, so we didn't even know if he was committed to the club. Pogba's been wanting to leave for well over 3 years to this day. So at that point, it was still up in the air. That was one of the big issues. Who did he give the captaincy to? That was actually a big question. But,
was this January or like
no, that was January 2020 or 29. 2020, January 2020.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess by that, maybe Ronaldo never had a chance of really being captain outside of a refresh of maybe this season, coming season. But considering how things, I don't know. To be honest, I think for Erik ten Hag, that's kind of like one of the first things he has to nail down. Like who's going to be my captain on the field. This is not maybe up for player voting. It's more so up to who he believes possesses the necessary leadership qualities. And it's the first step he's going to have to make, because if Ronaldo stays, for example, right? And I think a lot of United fans feel that Ronaldo should be the one to be captain or De Gea. If Ten Hag chooses otherwise, I mean, how does that sit with him? How does that may sit with De Gea? So, I mean, it goes into so many different questions, right? It's kind of like I've heard somebody say that, Ten Hag, if he really doesn't want Ronaldo, and Ronaldo maybe he's already out mentally, wouldn't the most logical thing to do is remove the guy has the most influence amongst the players. So you remove because if you move out Ronaldo, no other player can say anything at all,
Mm.
right? So it's like you fight. It's like you go to a night out, right? And three guys are they're trying to fight you. If you can knock out the biggest dude, the two other guys they're not going to do anything, right? So I mean, in a sense, you kind of have to snipe the biggest guy, and that would be Ronaldo. But uh, like I said, like I think it's being blown out of proportion. Harry Maguire, I mean, that guy's a joke, to be honest. But I personally took it that maybe he's in agreement with Ronaldo and the rest of the players that they're all pissed off about the 25% wage.
No, but my thing is, but Ricardo, even if so, you were part of, like, surely you would have known that you would get a wage cut if you don't make Champions League.
Oh,
I would
for
have known.
sure.
So, Maguire, you were literally one of the worst players this season. So, why should you be angry when you were the thing? See, Cristiano can be angry, but I say that. Say what you want. Oh, he helped. He didn't help the team, but I scored 18 goals. I was one of the better performers, and I'm having to suffer when I actually played a lot better than everyone else.
But HH, it's similar. You know that you mentioned, it's like the Harry Kane situation in the sense of you sign a contract and then you try and complain that you have to abide by the contract and the club must sell you. No, you should never have signed a contract. So if Cristiano Ronaldo is upset about the 25%, well, in his contract, he should have said, if I score 15 plus goals in the league and we don't qualify for top Champions League, I still keep 100%.
Oh no! But Nick's hindsight is 2020. At that time, Cristiano did not think for 1 second that I am joining a team who finished second. That we would that.
But this is football. This is football.
No, but Nick, it's easy to say this right now. No, Nick, it's right now.
Signed the contract.
Nick, it's easy to do that right now. I would have never thought that United would finish outside of top 4 with Cristiano joining after they finished second the previous season.
Well, Man United had thought that it could be a possibility. That's why they put in his contract. You have to have that option open, isn't it? Like Ronaldo should have said, Rick, whatever happens, I am not taking the wage cut. And you know what? I bet you Man United would have still signed him. But he was so confident, arrogant, whatever it might have been, that we're definitely getting top 4. And to be fair, most of the world thought we were going to get top 4.
I've also seen that. I mean, I use Reddit, and sometimes Reddit is insane. But
Reddit
I
is
see
right.
it's not bad, but it's kind of like the Twitter nerds are migrating there, so it's got worse.
Oh Lord! Oh,
but I've heard some people say it's like, well, if you're gonna choose a side, like you would have to choose Maguire because Ronaldo's not even showing up to training, and yet he's trying to was having his agent maneuver a move, while Maguire's actually at training, showing commitment to a club.
But he's trash. But this like choose your poison, because I know you're right.
Yeah.
It's like it makes much more sense from a moral point of view. Choose the guy who is actually fully committed than the guy who's trying to leave. But at the same time, the guy that is fully committed is literally your worst player. And has literally holding your team back. So literally, it's like choose your poison. Let me bring in your boy Smoke. Smoke, talk to me.
Here's the funny thing, right? Maguire represents the current state of United, right? This is where United is at, and that's the sad reality, right? When you can have a guy who, from a footballing point of view, right, his career was made of back three tags. Let's be honest, right? He's proof that in a back three, any defender can look world class, right? Especially if you're playing for a team that doesn't normally have possession, right? Then you get a guy who's never, from a footballing point of view, right? He hasn't earned the right to even be arrogant, right? You have a guy, and of course he's going to be backed by the fans because of Queen Lizzie tags, right? He is dubbed as one of England's best defenders. That also shows you the state of the English defense right now, right? You have this guy who hasn't done much. He's been trashed for most of the time, and he even has the audacity. For me, it's like the audacity. Right now, you should be focusing on how are we gonna get back to our glory days. That should be the if you are the captain, right, you should show the concern. Because the sad part is, I feel as if at the moment the only way United stays relevant is through drama, and nothing to do with the pitch. Right. So hence I think even Nick works for the PR team at United, because the way he's been defending this thing. No, it's just sad, man. It is literally sad that we're sitting down and talking about a guy from the defenders we've been watching growing up. This is the guy we now sit down and talk about, and it's not even about how, okay, he's improving. It's more like him liking some dumb posts.
But you know, I think that is interesting though, that because when I grew up, all you heard about United was just how much they won, winning, just win. That's all they know for. But now
you had Ferdinand, like we had you guys literally had world class defenders.
No, Smoke. I'm going way back to the days of freaking Steve Irwin, like when back in the mid-90s when these guys were just about winning.
Talking about Crocodile Dundee. That's Steve Irwin.
Yeah. Oh no! Wait,
Dennis Irwin.
Dennis Irwin. Sorry, Dennis Irwin. Okay, look, man. Wait, Red. Talk to me about the fridge Maguire, man. This whole Maguire Ronaldo thing, man.
Like, to be honest with you,
and Red, speak truthfully about your goats. Is your goats moving mad with the way he's doing with United, man? Show up to training, man. Europa League.
One thing at a time. So first of all, with Maguire, like, I'll be honest with you, I honestly, like, this is why I hate the summer, because we just talk about anything. Like, this is not even a topic, because like we're talking about a guy who liked a picture, which that in of itself, it's vague. Like, what if he's likes it because he agrees with Ronaldo? They think that it's BS, that they should take a pay cut. Like, what if he?
Even if he does agree, you knew that was in your contract, and you are one of the worst players on the team, so you contributed to the fact of the wage cuts. Cristiano is well within his right to be angry.
No,
because
just a couple of things, like, because like, okay, look, I do agree with you. Like, I personally, I don't understand why celebrities even use their like verified accounts. Just use a different account altogether, because situations like this could happen, and you just open a whole can of worms that was just unnecessary. Like, United did not need this right now. So exactly, I was actually gonna say, I was like, pull a KD, just have like
border accounts.
Yeah, exactly. But so when I look at this, and like, I do look, Maguire, he's just one of those footballers that people just love to hate. He's like Lukaku. He's like Pogba. These are just footballers that no matter what they do, whether they if he plays good, nobody says
he's not a footballer. Please remove him from the footballers conversation.
No, see, you could say that. You could say that, but I'll be honest with you. For me, I judge footballers based off of international duty. And whenever I see Maguire play for England, to be honest with you, he's good. I've never you could say back 3 tags, but like that's just a way to just write off his accolades, because this guy did give England the best World Cup run since the last time they won it in the 50s. He did take them to Euro finals. He did play his part, and he was one of the best players. And like even for when I watched United, I've never really like I understand he's very memeable. He has a big head. He's very easy to hate. He's English. Like he has the perfect mix up to be hated. But like, in all honesty, I just feel like people go extra hard on him. Same thing happens with Pogba. Same thing happens with Lukaku. Same thing. There's just certain footballers that people, no matter what they do, because Maguire could go and have 10 great games, not a peep. Then on the 11th game, he can make a mistake and concede a goal. He's trash. Same thing with Lukaku. Lukaku once had a great season with Inter Milan, had a bad stint at Chelsea. Now he's back to trash.
Have you seen Maguire's mistakes?
But like, do you know why it's different? The reason why it's different from all those guys is because Maguire has been particularly bad. One thing. Then there's a whole thing of crime in Greece. That's another thing. Then there's a thing of like, you're playing badly. You score a goal against part-timers and fruit salads from Albania, and you cop your ears saying that, who's back? I say, wait a minute. Because you scored a goal against Albania, that now shuts up the critics. It's the dossier. It's the dossier of a clown. So
it is I'm not trying to defend Maguire, because I do think what he did was just unnecessary and all that stuff. I'm just saying that, like, I just feel like people do go overboard with this. Now, when it comes to Ronaldo, because you're saying about Ronaldo not showing up to what about Ronaldo going back to like not showing up for training? Like, let's be honest, you're a professional athlete that you want to maximize the end of your career. You want to like break records. You have ambition, right?
Yeah.
Which is something that United desperately need right now. They can't be just fighting for top 4, because for a club of United's size to be like, oh, our goal is top 4, that's disgraceful, to be honest with you. Like if Real Madrid, let's say they come out and be like, yeah, no, we want to just hit top 4. That's garbage. You fell off. Like, nobody wants that. And obviously Ronaldo, because he was there under Ferguson. He was there when they were hitting Champions League finals. They were winning Premier Leagues back to back. They were always contending with elite teams in Europe. For him to come back and see the club in the state that it is, obviously it's going to piss him off. And he said at the beginning of the season, we're not here to fight for 6th, 7th. We want to be like in the top 2, top 3. And for him to see at the club right now, where it's July and they've signed one left back, like, why? Like, what do you expect from him? Like, he obviously saw what happened to him last season. Because like one thing because I've been listening to some of your hangouts sometimes, and I see like a lot of people come on and they say, oh, Ronaldo ruined United, or Ronaldo dragged them down, or Ronaldo, like, they're always just trying to like blame it on him. And I'm like, wait, like, this is like the only time I see people criticize the one that actually delivered. They're like, oh, it's because the system suits him. No, I saw United this season. Ronaldo was tracking back, and everything wasn't going through Ronaldo. It was just the team as a whole was just underwhelming. They were just not a good squad. The manager wasn't there. They went through different managers. Not only that, they also had 3 starters that were signed this year.
So you're saying Cristiano is doing the right thing in not turning up to training to force a move out?
Sorry, can I just say quick on this not turning up thing? Because there was a comment in the chat, and it's actually an article I read earlier today. And Rio Ferdinand, who I would hope has more information, we know he's closer. He's actually in contact with Cristiano Ronaldo when he was potentially coming to Man City. He kind of spoke to him and said, listen, you can't do that, basically. He says that there is somebody in Ronaldo's family who is ill. Okay. And that's why he's in Portugal. Now, he also spoke about, said Ronaldo is a consummate professional. Among everything, he's not, this is what Ferdinand says, he's not going to not train, not turn up because he wants out. It is something there's a reason why he's in Portugal, rather other than he wants to leave. We know he wants to leave, but 2 things can be true at the same time. He can want to leave, and there can be an issue in his family. So I'm going to take Rio Ferdinand's word over us just assuming that he's down in tools and throwing his.
I mean, but even for example, like, even if he is trying to force a move, like that's I don't see the problem in that, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like if a footballer, like, look at Lewandowski, he's doing the same thing. Like, nobody's questioning his professionalism. Sometimes like footballers, like, the
Lewandowski thing is different because he feels insulted by
he went out and he did way worse than Ronaldo, but like, still, like, you don't see the same kind of criticism that Ronaldo's getting.
No, but from Lewandowski's point of view, he feels that Bayern sort of disrespected him in the fact of, like, he didn't offer me a contract because you messed up and failed in your attempts to lure Haaland and so forth. So he feels a lack of appreciation. From Cristiano's point of view is, I'm like, I get it, I understand because of your age and so forth, but at the end of the day, you've signed a contract and the team finished 6th. Now, you may have performed well and so forth, but the team did finish 6th. So you just have to just
regarding your boys, we've seen that the ex-United boys are not ready to criticize any ex-players. We saw it with Oli. So I don't expect Ferdinand to come out and bash Ronaldo. No. He's most likely gonna say what's politically correct, even though if he's not happy. But because at the end of the day,
I don't see that though. Nobody ever pulls punches when they're criticizing Ronaldo. Like, you literally have Jamie Carragher go out like on it, like, publicly, and say that Ronaldo is the problem.
This is the story. But the Cristiano thing is tricky because there is somewhat of a split. There are guys who are like, bro, Cristiano, he's well in this right because this team has let him down and it's crap. But I have seen commentary in saying that, bro, I know it's bad and so forth, but you still have to be professional. So if we're to assume that he's done into, which he probably is, it's maybe a real thing. I think there's a split of, like, be a professional, still stick with the team and so forth. Why are you now down in tools? Now stick with the team and be professional. And other guys are like, nah, screw it, he's in the right. So it's always
for me, if he is down in tools, for me, that is wrong. If he's not turning up to training because he wants to leave, for me, that's wrong. You're contracted to the club. You can force your way out of the club. Force your way in terms of you can send your agent around and offer yourself out. That's your right. But you're also contracted to the club. The club hasn't fined him for not turning up, first and foremost. And Other than that, it's all speculation. Other than what Rio Ferdinand said, everything else is speculation. There's literally no other facts to it. Now I know Don Smoke wants me to come in here and bash all my players, bash Ronaldo for not turning up, bash Maguire, and if I don't, he'll call me Man United's PR. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Ten Hag wants Ronaldo to stay. Ronaldo wants to leave. Both of them are in their right to want what they want. And really and truly, we have to see how it plays out. I'm not gonna be on there bashing my team. It doesn't make me PR.
Let's red land.
Yeah, no, like I'm just gonna sum it all up. Like when it comes to like the Maguire thing, like I said, people are calling me a Maguire sympathizer. I don't. I just don't think he's as bad as people make him out to be. He's not good. He's not worth 89 million. That's for sure. Like United made a huge mistake signing him for that price, but it's understandable. It was off their World Cup campaign. It was he's English. Obviously, his name ends with a Y, which Ole Gunnar Solskjaer already loves him because that guy loves anybody like Rashi, Jesse, Harry. He just always like so. He's gonna do that. So and obviously, when you're one of the biggest clubs in England, you want the captain of one of the biggest clubs in England to be English. And Harry literally is like the most English-looking guy I've ever seen in my life. Like. So I understand that. I just don't feel. I feel like people are blowing this out of proportion. It's like I think United's problems really aren't really the dressing room because I feel like they did the best thing United did this season, this summer. Sorry, this transfer is offload a lot of dead wood. Like just get rid of a lot of those players. That's like the best step. They're starting to sign players. I do feel like they need to sign like at least 3 more players at least. Like their midfield is just not good. So yeah, and for Ronaldo, like man, whether I prefer Ronaldo to stay. Like I don't care about like I prefer him to stay and actually like leave if he wants to leave United, leave them in a better position. Don't leave them in 6th. Like this is not. It's really not a good look. Like you leave Madrid as champions, right? When you left Juve, at least you secured them top 4. You got them back in the Champions League. You left them where you came in pretty much, and you dip. Like that's fine. But when to leave them like in this position right now, especially like. With like the summer transfer window is pretty much up. That's it. Where we only have like 2-3 more weeks left.
But so sorry. Before I go to, I think because I was said before yesterday. I think Cristiano. I think he messed up. I think moving to United from Juve was a bad move, and I think people are saying that it might be karma because he left Juve a few days before the transfer window ended, and that's messed up Juve because they didn't really have a replacement. So just like what the hell? So my thing though is, Christian, is that you know that you're 37 years old, and you know that the Premier League is very competitive. So there was too much of an assumption that by you going there, because see, I get where he was coming from. Like second, yeah, worst case scenario, we'll finish 4th. But as Nick just said, you just never know what happens in football. But you're now here, and so forth. So you have to live with your decision. By understanding the flip side of you're 37. But as we said before yesterday, how many guys want to sign a 37 or 38-year-old? Eric, talk to me, man.
Yeah, sorry for being late. I missed the start.
You went to get the signings, yeah.
Relax, mute your mic.
We'll find you too.
Yeah, so yeah, look.
Don't worry, told us spoken, man.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll see. We'll see again after. We wouldn't even need to wait too long. A few weeks. And maybe we'll see.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, look. Let's get the first signing first. Let's not.
Eric, we'll deal with Sterling is the next topic. Focus on our goats, man, and why if Fred is trying to bring down our goats, man.
I don't even know the source. So you have to run me through the. I don't.
So
not sure what.
Maguire liked an Instagram post where it said that Cristiano is unhappy that there's going to be a wage cut because they failed to make the Champions League places, and Maguire liked that Instagram post upon it. So guys said, why is the captain liking a post about Cristiano Ronaldo being unhappy, adding to the narrative of Cristiano Ronaldo?
Right.
And so
okay.
forth.
So this wasn't Ronaldo himself posting or anything. That would be ridiculous.
No. This was just like a news thing. That's one of the things. And Maguire liked it. So I think, okay, Maguire, you're one of the worst players out for United. What the hell are you liking this on social media? Why are you even on social media liking something like that, knowing what people can maybe misconstrue that kind of a move?
Yeah, Maguire is very strange for me. He's one of these kind of people who they're wrong about something. And then they dig their heels in, and they, instead of them to just say, you know what, I'll step back, I'm wrong about this. No, they force it, and they be like, no, you know what, I'm just gonna die on this hill. I don't really understand. I mean, if you want to look at it, he shouldn't have been made captain in the first place, and there are many reasons why he should have been stripped already. And this just adds to it. Make whatever excuse you want to make for him. It was a mistake, this or the other. I mean, if your PR team made that mistake, you need to get a new PR team, right? If it was your mistake on your own, there's nothing you can do about it, unfortunately. Like, even if it was an honest mistake, it's just sad that it just adds to the narrative. I feel as if Maguire, he tries, he's not trying to make it look as if he's unprofessional. He's not trying to make it look as if he's just, some kind of rebel, but that's what it's coming off, as. And unfortunately, it's not his fault. I think he's mentioned it a few times. His wages are not his fault. His price tag is not his fault, but that's the reality. And when you're paid so much money, unfortunately, people will scrutinize you. They will, and they'll criticize you if you make any mistake. And the funny thing is that you say, people say that English tax this, because he's English, maybe that's why he was made the captain. That's why some people don't want to criticize him as much. But I think I feel as if he gets a lot of criticism. Nothing to do with being an English player. I'm not even sure too many positives about him being an English player because I don't think England fans even like him, to be honest. So it's just a very strange situation with Maguire. He's overpaid. His wages are way too high. He's not worth even half of what was paid for him. And now he might be upset himself about the wages. It is what it is, You weren't good enough. The wages will come down. Ronaldo wanting to leave has nothing to do with the wages, as far as I'm aware. He just is. He wants Champions League football, yeah, and he wants to be competitive. He scored all these goals. It's easy to look at it and say, yeah, it's his fault. This is his fault. That the team had too many problems. And Ronaldo was never going to be. I told months ago. I said it. The first game, his first debut back against Newcastle, fantastic win. Yeah, if you just look at the score, you'd be like, wow, what a win for United. I watched the game. Newcastle should have scored like 3-4 goals. But Ronaldo, the narrative was too much. The excitement from the fans was too high. So everybody just ignored everything and overlooked all of the problems, with that game and with United in general. So for me, even the whole thing with Maguire, yes, that's just one tiny part of a huge problem with the club. And I'm sure they're doing, small things here and there to try and solve it. Certain people have come into the board. Obviously Ten Hag is there now. But the reality is that Maguire, yes, Maguire can walk in the sense that he's a good footballer. He does have good control. But the problem is that he's just not good enough. You can defend him if you want, fair enough. But the truth is, yeah, you can say he's been good for England, back three at whatever reason you want to use for that. Generally speaking, he's just not the level. And I think someone mentioned as well, the fact that he's one of England's best defenders, which I won't even argue with that. That's a big problem.
Yeah.
That's a huge problem. So it just is what it is, man.
All right, man. Let's just take some debates, man. Shout out to your boy J Man, man. Thank you for the dope, man. Todd Woodward made. All right, Jay. Thank you for that and so forth. That had nothing to do with my hairline or so forth, but thank you for that, dope, Mr. J Malin, man. Thank you for that, man. K Dog, HH. I knew guys are just going to rot with this. So Adobe money got to your hair transplant. No, it's my real hair, man. It's my real hair. K Dog, Sterling, Man City throw always. Okay, so I think it's Man City throwaways is the new highest paid Chelsea player. Hope you don't start paying like Man U and their wage structure. Yikes. We're gonna talk about that. I'll come at this when we talk to the whole Sterling thing and discuss about that whole thing of his wage structure and everything. I'm sure Rick has something to say about that because I've got a few things to say. Yeah, HH looking like a GTA character, man. Shut up, man. Thank you, bro. Thanks for the love, man. Babe, Fridge Maguire can't even defend his own teammates. K Dog, HH stole Tory Lane's wig from the lady of. Oh my god! All right, thank you, man. K Dog, HH paying respect to PO. Shout out to your boy Factos, but if Nine Hag plays Varane and Lisandro Martinez as his first choice centre backs, do you guys think Maguire will be selected for the World Cup and play for England? If he does, white privilege is real, folks. This is what I've always said, and I don't know whether they were there, Knicks, because when I went to do something for the church, but you have this kind of conversation. This is what I've always believed. If I'm an international manager and so forth, and you play well for me, I'm not bothered about what you do for your club. So if you're Southgate, you're like, when he's with me, he does well for me. And that's what I care about. What if Southgate never picked Sterling because he had such a bad season for Man City? Well, England would have never even sniffed the same of the final. But Southgate was like, Sterling did good for me at the World Cup. I'm going to have faith. And he ended up being in the best team of the Euros. And and so forth. If you work well for my system and so forth, I will maintain loyalty until you mess up for me.
Yeah, and HH, by the way, that's not just like Southgate doing that. Like all managers, everybody does. Like even like look at France.
Does it, everyone,
France. Like they literally picked Varane over Konate, even though Konate, I believe, was a better center back last season. But he's not going to displace Varane in France. Like he's earned his stripes, he's earned his caps, he has the manager's loyalty. They're gonna always pick Maguire, even if he doesn't play.
Because my thing is that because as long as you do well for me, and see, that's why I always say, like, when people were like being angry that, oh man, why is Maguire being picked? He's so crap. I'm like, wait a minute. Until he performs badly for England, then he can now insult him.
But this feeds into the narrative that Red was speaking about in terms of the over hate that Maguire gets, where people can't even make a logical deduction as to why Southgate picked him, despite him not playing well for Man United. Like that goes all out the window. All logic goes out the window when we're discussing Maguire. If the World Cup was next summer and he's out of the Man United side for a whole season, different argument.
Yeah,
but it's not the season ends in the World Cup starts in November.
Yeah, November 21st. Yeah,
3 months, 4 months, whatever. Of course, Maguire's going to be, unless it's but for injury, Maguire's going to be in that England squad.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or unless they change into a back four.
No, which will never happen.
But even at that, but for injury, Maguire will be in the England squad.
Sufal. As a Real Madrid fan, I think HH is correct. CR7 always thinks about himself. I want to ask HH, what do you think? Where do you think Reece James will join Real Madrid in the future? Well, Sufal, to answer your first question is Cristiano. I think he is a guy who is definitely self-aware, and he knows how strong his brand is. I know sometimes, having arrogance can actually be helpful, because sometimes, like if I'd rather have a fully confident player than a player who doubts himself. So if you're confident and you give him results, hey, that's all well and good. Reece James has signed a blood pact with Chelsea, so he'll be at Chelsea. So that Real Madrid thing ain't happening, man. That's
Abramovich's Chelsea, not Todd B's Chelsea. It's a whole different Chelsea. That loyalty was dead the moment that you guys sold the club.
He has signed a blood pact. Reece James, Rege isn't touching Real Madrid.
He doesn't even know anybody in the club anymore, like the management or anything like that. He's all
signing a blood pact. Eric, am I right? He's signing a blood. Am I right, Eric?
Look, he will do what's who was that? I think it was Verratti who was supposed to be leaving. Verratti was leaving PSG, and then something happened, and then all of a sudden he's so happy.
PSG had him at gunpoint. You can go see the video where he's crying when he's like, I want to stay at PSG.
Are you still trusting Eric's sources with this information?
No comments. I plead the fifth. Casey, HH looks like Nigerian George Costanza who is George Costanza?
Bro, how old is KC? How old is KC? Because George Costanza
Oh, wow. I don't know who George Costanza is. Daja RF, HH, I see that's Mission Turkey was a success. Hold on. Are you pulling an MJ #transition #change teams? Look, man, I'm not saying that. Look, it's a new look, man. It's a new look. Accept the new look. It's a new look, man. I'm upgrading.
You should have done a vlog, your turkey trip vlog, man.
Ricardo, relax, man. HH about to pull a Sammy Sosa to prove he's not anti. Guys, have you seen pictures of Sammy Sosa? It's frightening, frightening. Michael Famosa, HH has a hair transplant. Can I still call him bald? No, you can't. No, you can't. That's my thing. No, the bald joke stop now. You can't call me bald. I'm sorry, you can't. Lord,
but HH, just one thing. Baldness is tied with higher testosterone. So if you get bald, so there's a positive. Usually, people who are bald have higher testosterone.
But I'm annoyed about all the hair jokes. So this is a new look just for the short time being, man. Lord says HH looks like he. Okay, all right. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for that, man. All right, cheers. Thank you, man. K Dog, watching HH's hair flip like he's in one direction. Guys, but this is crazy. Okay, guys, look, man. Let's talk about Jamaica, man. let's talk about Jamaica. Guys, can I just say something real quick about Jamaica? No, two things. So a friend of mine showed me a picture, and I think it was Sterling going to see, maybe it was the Jamaican president or something, and he was dressed in a shirt and shorts. Now, all I'm saying is this. If you're meeting a dignitary and so forth, why are you not wearing a suit?
It's Jamaica. You know how hot it is in Jamaica? You want
Red? I don't give no red. No.
a 3-piece suit.
Red. No. Red. The guy he was meeting was wearing a suit. If the guy you're meeting who is a dignitary wearing a suit, you damn well wear a suit. It's like when Messi went to go and like open up a stadium. Was it in Guinea or it might have been in? I think it was either in Gabon. I think it was Gabon. It was either Gabon or Guinea. Messi literally was dressed in like street clothes. Everybody was in suits and everything. This guy was dressed in like
it's like when Aubameyang turned up at the
yeah. Like him wearing like a like
he lost his
1992.
Yeah,
he lost his luggage.
Yeah, but listen, if that was the Ballon d'Or ceremony or FIFA UEFA Player of the Year, he will get. Listen, the man is a millionaire. He's not short of a
rent a suit.
And I agree. It's not.
Yeah,
like,
and also second thing about Jamaica, I always say the story like you know that. To show you how racist people were when I went to school and so forth, you know that every time people saw me, they used to say, "Hey, Jamaica man, yeah man," and I said, "Wait a minute, you know I don't know where Jamaica is on the map." So all because I'm black, and only know of black people is Bob Marley and Jamaica. Yeah, Jamaica said, I don't know where it is on the map. I can't even fake a Jamaican accent. Like, basically, white people kind fake a better Jamaican accent than I can.
In Toronto, if you're black, you're Jamaican. If you're Hispanic, you're Mexican. If you're Asian, you're Chinese. Like, there's nothing else, bro. Like,
I mean, that is true. But to be fair, like because like most in Toronto, mostly there's a big Caribbean scene there, or you're Somali. That's it. It's either Somali or Jamaican.
But they're very distinct looking. Like Somalis look Somalis.
Yeah. They are.
So are both you guys in Toronto? You are?
No. I'm not from Toronto. I'm outside of Toronto, but like it's close. It's like 2 hours away.
We're huge. Jamaica's huge. You know how small our island is.
Bro,
and
you
the
guys are
impact that we
everywhere,
have on
man.
the world is crazy.
No. Look, as I've always said that. Look, this is what I've always said.
Not really the world.
No.
Africa,
Yeah?
They don't
It's
really
maybe
care.
Canada.
I've always said this. Like, Bob Marley is overrated.
Is he hating? I can't hear him. Is he hating? He sounds like he's hating. I don't know.
No, I'm saying not in Africa, man. There's no influence here, man.
No, there isn't.
Listen. I can tell you right here, like Toronto culture in particular, the GTA.
Bob Marley isn't big in Africa. He's
What?
not big in Africa.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
No.
He's
Bob
lying.
Marley streets. Any Africans in the chat, back me up.
Listen.
He's lying.
Speaking African countries, because remember, there's countries that speak English, others speak French.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say every country in Africa. But Marley had a song called Zimbabwe.
Speaking African countries is
Marley
where they listen to reggae and stuff. Zimbabwe, they speak English. Zimbabwe, Nigeria.
I'm saying he got a song called Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, they speak English.
Nick, Bob Marley isn't big. Afrobeats has taken over. People now.
It's alive.
It's about Wizkid and Burna Boy now. No one is checking for Bob Marley, bro. The guy's overrated, man. Okay,
but HH. Most of the lingo here, like at least in the slang, and I'm pretty sure Ricardo, because he's from Toronto, he can back me up. It's all Jamaican inspired. It's all island.
Because white people love Bob Marley. It was something
even Drake. Let's say for example, a lot of like the slang, the teen, like that's all
Bob Marley's overrated, man. Give me Sizzler, man. Give me Sizzler over that dude. Sizzler is way better.
You don't know Sizzler because you don't know Jamaica, and you're African. So what are you talking about?
Okay, look. We have to go study, but this last thing I'll say is that my cousin's partner is Jamaican, and she said that in Jamaica, no one even rated Bob Marley.
That's not true.
That's what she said, and those are facts. No one rates much Marley.
Another discussion, but it's not.
So guys, Eric, the Stirl, break it down. Break it down for me. Okay, so but Eric, before you go, here's my thing. Very simple, and then I'll let you go. It's an upgrade. Upgrade is always good. Timo Werner is a clown. He's EPL proven. He'll prove the attack. It doesn't excite me. I still want either the Oos or the Rao or the Ski, but it's a movement in the right direction. But I don't like having Man City sloppy seconds. Eric, talk to me.
Okay, so I watched that video, by the way, or a few of them, and the rat to me is Raheem Sterling. I don't know who you think the rat is,
What?
but
No, Rafinha.
no,
Rafinha.
it's Raheem Sterling.
Brazil.
No.
Obrigado, Brazil.
Look, I know what you want. You want that technique. You want some sauce and flair. I get it,
Salini.
but yeah, so I like players who produce results, and I think Sterling is proven he will get you those results. Not necessarily the goal scoring, even though he's probably better than anybody we have for goal scoring, and just in general, he's better than any attackers we have. So I think it's worth going for Sterling, and for 45 million, I think that's a pretty good deal, in my opinion, especially when you consider that City don't want to sell him to us. And for me, I don't look at it like that. It's easy to just look at it and say, why do we want a reject from Man City?
He is
When
though.
we're
He
trying
is
to get to their
Eric, but
level.
he is though. He is though.
I mean, whether he is or
Like,
not, that's
you can't deny, but no, true, but you can't deny that fact. And an opposite is
so
an
why?
opposite, but Eric,
What
what
does that
Chelsea,
mean?
we're the legitimate UCL champs. I don't want any side things and so forth.
What
But
what does that have to do with anything? What does him being a
no,
reject have to do with anything?
no, as the third biggest club in the world, we demand the very best. We don't get anybody's side pieces. The heck?
Third biggest club. Who's second?
Eric, continue talking.
Who's second?
Eric,
That's all I'm asking. That's all.
Eric had the mic. Eric, continue talking. Eric.
Yeah, look, that doesn't work like that. Sterling went to City from Liverpool. Milner went to Liverpool from City. Players move on players make moves from different clubs all the time. Just because, he is not a first choice in one place doesn't mean he can't work in a different place. So I don't really see it like that. Yes, say whatever he wants. He's a reject this, he's a reject that, but he would help us a lot. And for me, this is a signing I've wanted for a long time. I rate Sterling very highly.
Does it excite you?
Yes, 100%.
Eric,
If it doesn't excite you, you need to think. No, I'm being very honest
Eric,
right
it can be a good signing.
No, I'm
there's
excited.
a difference between like a good signing and like, oh my god, this is baby, let's ride.
Yeah,
Woo,
look,
yeah, baby.
Let me just be very honest about Rafinha. I hope everyone is paying attention.
Yes, we are.
Rafinha is a saucy, right? Saucy player. He has the flicks and tricks. He's cool. He's got that technique, but he hasn't proven anything yet. He's in his mid-20s. He's not much younger than Sterling. He's 25.
He only has like 4 months left in his career. Like, he's Brazilian. They expire by 26.
Red, relax.
It's done. It's true, HH. It's true. It's true.
Red.
Remember what was Neymar's last great season after he left Barcelona? He left. I told you, HH. Brazilians age like milk. Like Vinicius, this is his prime right now. 2 more years, he's done. Off to like AC Milan.
Relax.
Hey, Eric, I'm sorry, it's true.
Eric.
I mean, he has a point. Look, have you noticed that we haven't been signing too many Brazilians? Obviously, we still have Jorginho, but not too many Brazilians recently. I think we're moving away from that. No, he's Brazilian, but check it.
I mean, look, whoever doesn't fight with that has not watched football long enough. Because anybody that watches football for like over 10 years, Brazilian talents, they'll come, they'll make you fall in love with them, and then like once they hit it big, they just fall off a cliff. That's it. It's very rare that you get a Neymar that lasts like that as long as he did. It's very, very rare. Like, how many Brazilian talents have we seen? I remember when I first started watching football, who were the 2 biggest Brazilians that we signed was Rubinho and Julio Baptista, right? And those guys were ballers.
Baptista.
You remember Baptista?
I remember. Nobody was checking out for that dude.
No.
He was a good player.
Man, forget that dude. Man, that's a side piece.
No. Go look him up. Like, he was actually good, because like you thought like he was gonna do it. But then
the guy looked like a bouncer from a 90s movie and so forth.
Yeah,
but apart from that, the guy was mid. There was a fake
he was. But that's my point. HH is that they never they'll always have like a good season 2, 3, but then like after that they disappear. Even the greatest of them, like Ronaldinho, Ronaldinho had from 2004 to 2006, and then he fell off a cliff. That's it. Like, after that World Cup, he was like, "Oh, I'm not going to play in the next World Cup, so I'm not going to even try."
100%.
They play football just to get out of the favelas. Let's be honest.
Ricardo,
Ricardo,
as a Peruvian.
Bro,
But one second. Brazilian defenders are an exception. Brazilian defenders are one of the best. Like, whether it's Cafu, Dani Alves,
The biggest
Marcelo.
downfall is actually the lack of discipline. Because
obviously, but they come from nothing and they finally have the.
Eric, here's my thing though. Eric, wait. If you can speak fluent CL, shut your mic right now, Eric. The thing right now is this, Eric. We just need some entertainment. Eric, I want to dance.
Sterling will provide
Eric,
the
I want to
oh my
boogie,
goodness.
man. Eric, I want to boogie.
You
Just for
you
once, I want
watch
to boogie.
no hold on.
Eric,
You mentioned a few
boogie.
things.
I wanna boogie.
You mentioned a few things that are wrong, by the way. You said Sterling is what did you say? He doesn't have, I don't know, he doesn't excite you. This are the, for me,
No,
Sterling
he's
is
efficient, but
oh
he doesn't have that
you said no,
lakaka. He
you
doesn't have that. Oh no, sorry. He doesn't have that salalalali. He doesn't
yes,
have
I heard
that
what you-
so.
he definitely doesn't have
So.
he had better not have that
Eric,
lakaka.
are you saying that you wouldn't want one play with a bit of sasalini? Just one
No, hold on.
Just a bit of Lulu. Just a bit
you
of
think-
just a bit spreaky. It was
You
spreaky.
think no, we do. We have Ziyech. Don't forget, right? Ziyech, your boy.
Oh, come on. Come on.
By the way, why aren't Chelsea going after Isco?
I
Like,
know,
why not?
I know,
Isco's
I
a
know,
free
I know.
agent.
Damn bloody fool.
Look, hold on. Let me just land with this talk because it's dragging on too long for this dude called Rafinha.
Eric,
Rafinha
what?
is in
What?
his mid.
Eric,
no, hold
what?
on, hold on.
What?
Just relax, easy.
The heck?
Look, Sterling is what 25. Yeah, sorry, Rafinha is 25, right? Rafinha is 25.
27.
No, Rafinha.
Oh, Rafinha, yeah, 25.
Yeah, so Rafinha is not even. If he was like 22, 23, I'd be like, oh, you know what? Huh? Very interesting. He's 25. He's not like he's that young, right? And he's just making the move now to a big club. And I'm supposed to just expect all these amazing things from someone who has been decent for Leeds. Yes, we all know the potential. We know he's good on the ball. He has flair. He has nice dribbling. But when it comes down to it, can he make that difference? When he makes that step up,
Those
can he
are
do
what
it?
those players do. Eric, we don't have one
Have you seen Sterling in front of
dynamic
an
player.
empty
Don't you
goal?
don't speak fluent CL. Relax. I'm speaking fluent CL here. Relax, baby. Derek, we don't have one player that's given the ball, let him dance. Eric, aren't you tired of seeing that clown Mount, Timo Werner,
You know
all
what?
these clowns give us on-season football?
It's
Eric,
funny you mentioned.
Eric, where's my zone?
Yeah.
Where's my Zad?
That's what I'm getting to.
Where's
I'm
my
getting to that.
Zad?
They don't exist anymore. HH.
That
Let's keep it
Zad?
real. Like
Oh, that Zad.
none of them exist right now. I can't think of one player in the world. I mean, let's be honest. Let's be honest
out
about it.
there. No. Not to the,
The
level of
closest
Zad,
thing-
but somebody that's had a little baralala. You know that?
Neymar is the answer. Neymar has it, right? Can you name me someone?
Yes!
One other player? Anybody
Eric,
else?
let me no, hold on. No, Eric. Now I'll know, Eric. I'll know whether we're friends or we're enemies. If Neymar was available, would you take him?
Of course. Yeah. 100%.
Thank you.
No, but we can't because his wages are ridiculous. So it's not even worth talking about because it's not going to happen. So what I'm trying to explain to you is that.
Can Sterling give me the EPL?
Thank you. Okay, we're getting to something.
There we go. Let's talk.
Sterling will not give you the EPL,
Oh.
but he'll be a massive improvement, and he'll be the closest thing to Zad since Zad left. Let's be honest. Yes, on that left
I'll
side.
see you, HH.
No, it's true.
I'll see you guys later.
No. Listen to what I said. He'll be the closest thing to Hazard. Nowhere
say that,
near.
Please don't, man. Bro. Like,
No, it's the truth. No, hold on. Listen to what I'm saying.
Fabio,
I'll say it one more time. I'll say it one more
Orishe?
time in case you miss what I meant. He will be the closest thing, not quality, nowhere near
No, but,
Hazard.
but Eric, you're using
terms
I
of-
understand your
but Eric,
process.
you're using the wrong word. Like he's the least furthest away from Hazard than anyone. Like
No.
you
Okay.
can't even put closest and Hazard and Sterling in the same sentence.
Right.
Like,
Okay. Cool.
leave it.
The point
forget
I'm making is that Hazard left, Pulisic came in. That's what I'm trying to say. So the difference between Pulisic and Sterling is big, isn't it? So even if it's still far, at least Sterling is a big enough gap. There's a gap between.
Is
You know,
Dembele not
so-
available?
Dembele is gonna happen.
Barca need the
Maybe.
money to pay the Young's deferred wages. Like
Yeah, there's some fake
Okay.
news out there, by the way. There's
And
some
this
fake
is
news
your
about
source.
Dembele.
guy
Dembele
is your
is
source.
no. Hold on, I'm landing. Don't worry. Dembele
No, you
is
crashed, man.
no. I won't crash. No. The window is still open. This window is still on. It's not.
the
It's not
window's
closed
open on the
yet.
plane.
The
you're
window.
going down, man.
I give the window is
Going
open.
down.
Give me my parachute. What the hell? The window is open. Eric.
I'm
Eric,
talking
Eric,
about the transfer window.
Eric, shut the window and please land my
No,
plane properly.
the window in the plane are sealed. It's airtight, but the window in the transfer window is still open. That's what I meant.
I mean, but Dembele's a free agent right now, isn't he?
Yeah, so I'm not sure what he's doing. HH, I don't know. Speak to your guy. I don't know why he's wasting time. He needs to
Ricardo,
accept
what's
or
he doing,
reject
man?
the offer.
Ricardo, what's doing? What are your people doing?
He's enjoying his honeymoon, man. Leave him alone. He just got married. He needs time away from the game. He's enjoying
Did
like.
everyone just get married? Did everyone just get married this summer so they can have hanky panky in Qatar?
So Dembele,
people who got married this summer.
Hey man, it is what it is.
Yeah, so Dembele he's wasting time. I think he's having second thoughts. I don't know what he's doing, but he needs to make a decision. It's up to him, to be honest. I don't think we can do much more. Same thing with Rafinha. Rafinha is wasting time. We might just move on from him and find someone else. Because Barca is your first choice.
From you guys, what do you mean? It's not the other way
No,
around.
he didn't. Okay, where did he go? Moved on to where? Where did he move on to?
He'd rather stay at Leeds than come to Chelsea.
No, that's not true.
Barca
Where did you see that? Where did you see that news? That's fake news. That's not correct. So he
What
would
are you
be happy to join.
What are your sources saying?
No, it's fine. Don't worry. I'm
He says the Roos and Koundé are still
So,
going on the bridge.
so basically, Eric, with Sterling, what can you expect?
Okay,
Eric,
so
I have no time for top four. Eric, I'm a trophy merchant. Okay, I'm a trophy merchant. Okay, that's like I smell, I sleep trophies because see, do you know, Eric? I want to wipe the smell off this guy's face. I want to stop this guy. I want this guy to start to smoke like shrooms and medicine because he's stressed. I want this guy stressed. Eric, I'm sick and tired of this guy coming onto the stream and smiling all the time because
he's smoking
of
that
team.
UCL pack, man.
Eric, how do we wipe that sly, arrogant, smug look off that guy's face to the left of you?
we need to
Will
make
Sterling
like
do it?
no, we need like 6-7 signings.
You're changing his sources.
That's why it's a long-term project. It's not going to happen immediately, so it is what
What
we have to
happened to your
wait.
team? You guys just won the CL last season. Like, what happened? Why do you need 6-7 out of overnight?
How do you fall off so quick after
We
the
lost.
Champions League?
No, hold on. We lost what 2-3 players,
Eric, your club,
and then
Eric,
a few
your
others are
club
getting
is
sold.
wild, man.
I mean, Christensen, Rudiger, I get that. Those two are gone. Who else?
Aspi.
Yeah, okay.
Aspilicueta left?
No, Aspi is still there. Aspi is still there. Alonso is going to leave. Okay.
Sure, Aspi
Malangsa is going. A
Man.
few others are going.
Malang
So we need to.
spy, as HH says. He's a spy.
Yeah. Look, we need to replace this guy. And HH, you say funny. You say Michael, it's your club as well. Don't forget.
Eric, I
Todd
said
B's-
your club. Eric, they
Todd
give you
B's
too
your
much stress.
guy.
They give you too much stress. Too much stress.
Todd
Eric,
B's
it's
your-
your club. Eric,
Tell
talk
your
about
guy
it. It's your
Todd B
club.
to-
It's your club. Too much stress.
Okay, man.
Good luck next
Look.
season, by the way. Good luck next season.
Yeah, you better be there to review those games.
Eric.
No, you're gonna be watching the
Eric,
games.
stress made me lose hair. That's why I went to go and get new hair. Chelsea made me lose my hair. So, Red, I don't know what Turkish guy could have. There's no Turkish person that can help him because after what Chelsea did to me stress-wise, I don't think any hair is growing. I think this is going beyond medicine, man. So, okay, who else wants to talk
I'll
about
just conclude. I'll just
let it continue.
before you. I'll just quickly land very
This is a long haul flight, isn't it?
It's a lot.
Yeah, we should have landed ages ago. I hope we have enough petrol in this whole damn thing.
Yeah, we're looking for a landing. We found a landing spot. Okay, so
no, Eric, I want to land on the runway, not in someone's back here. I don't think you found a landing.
we found somewhere. We found the runway. Yeah, runway. The airports. We're on the airport. We're at the airport now. Okay, we're about
On the airport. Okay, all right.
Same airport where you left.
We're at the airports. We're about to land.
Thank you.
At the airport.
I don't want to
Thank you.
land on a building, please. Thank you.
No. We're landing on the runway at the airport. Okay.
I'm never using this plane ever again. Never using this
Right,
plane.
okay.
What kind of flight?
So-
What kind of plane is this? Continue.
This is so plain. If you know,
Still-
you know.
Sterling is on his way. I'm actually happy about that. You said, what do I expect? I expect double digits, goals and assists. That's what I expect. If Mount can do it, I think Sterling can do it. You mentioned something else as well. You said we don't need a DM. We need DM. If you want to win the title, you need a DM. I can't remember the last time a team won the title without a DM. Someone can remind me, maybe, I don't know. So that has to happen. And then another attacking player, maybe on the right, that would help. But in terms of the title, I know we want to compete every season, but we have to be real. So I wouldn't expect anything like that next season. maybe a few seasons from now, but we're rebuilding, right? We're rebuilding, so we have to rebuild. So that's it.
But why are you rebuilding?
From what?
No, I mean, when Tuchel came in, we had an imbalanced squad.
Yeah,
It's not as if our
Tuchel's
squad was
having to
perfect.
rebuild.
No.
Wait,
You
what are you on
bought
about?
100 players and you told me you were ready. You promised me you were ready. And you had Werner, Ziyech, Havertz.
Nick,
bought the
Werner
whole
is not included in any of this.
Chilwell. You bought a lot.
Chilwell got injured.
We're still in the process of rebuilding. We're still in the process of rebuilding. So, Red, the Sturl.
Yo, I mean, good signing. I like Sterling. I don't think he's like the best finisher out there, but one thing about Sterling is like what that impresses me is he kind of does have like a clutch gene. Like he even for England, like he especially in the Euros, he was the one that showed up for them. Like that really led them. Even though Kane was taking the headline, Sterling was really the one. He's very quick. He's good on the ball. He's a decent signing for Chelsea, and I definitely think that he's going to help a lot because I don't feel like your team doesn't really have pace on the wings. Like and Sterling's going to give you that, just an extra dynamic. Is he going to be like the difference maker for you guys? No, I don't think so. I don't think he's going to I think he's really good tool to have, but I don't think he's going to be that guy for you guys just yet. I think you need. I definitely think like especially with the losses that you guys had in defense, I think that's probably should be your priority. For your midfield, I feel like what's it called for your midfield. I don't feel like you guys really need midfield signings because like Jorginho is a good regista if you want to play in that role. Even Kovacic can rotate and play in like as a DM, which he did for Madrid. He was understudy for Casemiro for a long time, and even Conte could even play that role if you guys really needed them to. I think you guys have a really solid midfield three in Jorginho, Conte, and Kovacic between the three of them. Maybe like for a bit of depth, but I don't feel like that should be your priority. I feel like Chelsea's defense above all. As for your attack, yeah, I mean, you lost Lukaku, so you would need a striker as well, aside from just getting in Sterling.
Well, that's we're trying to get the ski. We're trying to get the ski, but we're trying to get the ski. But this guy to the right of me, his club is basically forging. Ricardo, reach your mind. Ricardo, reach your mind.
I'll tell you straight up.
The guy's club right next to me, they're basically forging documents to claim that they have money that they don't have to try and get the ski.
Ricardo, let me tell you something. Lewandowski will only go to one club and one club only, and that's Barcelona. So forget about him. He will not go to Chelsea. Impossible. You guys could pay him the world. He's gonna go to Barca. Lewandowski's not after money. He's not going. No. Look. It's like. Ricardo, real quick, Ricardo. I'm just gonna say on this, just because, like, look, Lewandowski. We all know why Lewandowski wants that move. Lewandowski destroyed the Bundesliga, ripped them to shreds, broke every record there is possibly to break in the Bundesliga, and the guy couldn't win a Ballon d'Or. He even won he won a sextuple with Bayern. And he was not getting any individual accolades.
No, he got that little wheel of
the table.
Red.
You got a pizza board, man.
Can Sterling give me a trophy? What can Sterling give Chelsea specifically?
I mean, look.
How do you rate him as an outsider from the EPL in 2020?
How about I'll tell you this, HH. Because I can't say if he can give you a trophy because that depends on a lot of other factors of other players you guys have. But let's just say let's say you guys had Christensen, Rudiger, and all these same defenders and all that stuff, and you added Sterling onto your team last season, I definitely think you guys could have done way more. Like you guys already reached the Champions League quarters, right, this season, which is very commendable. And in the Premier League, you guys were contending for it up until like probably February. That's when you guys started like falling apart. As for like the FA Cup, you guys lost in the final, so Sterling could be that difference maker. He could add. He's definitely gonna be a net positive on the team. Like signing Sterling is not a bad signing. That's an excellent signing. Like if let's say Real Madrid would be like, yo, we got Sterling now, and now we have Sterling as an option. I would be happy with that. Am I saying he's the best? Is he going to be the difference maker? No, but he is a net positive on the team. And I agree with Eric. I think double digits. I think Sterling can net you probably 15 goals a season. I definitely think he can with consistent game time, obviously, not like what you guys did with Lukaku, just buy and put him on the bench.
Ricardo, talk to me, man, about this.
Sterling, I was always a big fan of him, but I can't remember what player it was, but when he crossed it to the far post and Sterling just missed like a point blank goal against.
Aguero gave it to him against Leon. Yeah.
To be honest, it's like he hasn't been the same for me, He really hasn't.
Mm-mm.
Maybe if you got that Sterling before that miss, I would be like, that's a great signing.
Oh yes.
Like I've always spoke highly of Sterling. I've always really liked him, even though he runs a little funny. And I always thought like, this guy just has no end
Runs like a
product.
duck.
Yeah, I don't know. That guy's weird. But no, he's for Chelsea, man. I don't really have an opinion if I'm being honest. Like it could either turn out to be really good. He rejuvenates himself. It's a whole change of scenery, or he just continues where he left off, and then he's just he's like Vinicius before this season. Just takes on overlaps defenders, takes on defenders, but no end product. And that's where I feel like he's at right now. Like if I was betting, I feel like that's what he will be. But you never know. The guy is like what? He's 27. You would expect with his level of maturity that he actually knows where his game is at. But I really don't know with Sterling. Like it could be good, it could be bad. That's really my honest opinion about it.
Nix, talk about your fellow man, your fellow Islander man.
Yeah, listen, how did Chelsea beat the racism allegations to get Sterling? That's the real question. Because that video of the guy calling him a black whatever, like every time he goes over to that corner flag, surely just like it's gonna be like
Nix. Eric's club has changed their ways. Eric's club has changed their ways.
Easy. I'm sure there are some racist Man City fans. I'm sure.
The great America. I forgot how great they are.
Oh, say, can you see?
But no, honestly, I think I like Sterling. I've always liked Sterling. I think he's been heavily underrated. I think because he's not flashy, because he hasn't got all the tricks and flicks, the guy is effective. He's effective. And that's the most important thing about football is being effective. How do you affect the game? He's obviously, yes, he's benefited from Pep Guardiola's system, but I think the fact that he's been a part of Pep Guardiola's system, who many will class, some will say the greatest manager of all time. I don't think he's there, but he's up there with the greatest. And in terms of coaching alone, you could argue that he's the greatest. But the fact that Sterling's been a part of that system for so long, forget all the flicks and tricks and everything else. He must have footballing intelligence to be such a key part to that team and that title winning, consecutive title winning side. He plays different to how he was at Liverpool. Liverpool, he was more of a dribbler, creator, and more involved in the build-up play. Not that he isn't involved in it, but his best seasons came at City when he was on the end of things. He was coming in, Sane might have been on the left, and he'll come in at the back post and get a number of goals. He also did come with a lot of clutch goals, to be fair, especially in, I think it was a 2018-19 season. So he's had very good moments for Man City, very good seasons for Man City. I think he just needs a change. At City, he in the last year and a half maybe he wasn't as trusted as much. They made some signings, and I feel like maybe Pep lost confidence in him. Maybe he lost confidence in himself. I think it's a good signing for Chelsea because without a shadow of a doubt, as it stands right now, he is Chelsea's best attacker. Without a shadow of a doubt. No questions asked. He is Chelsea's best attacker. However, he's not enough. If you go in the season and say, yes, we've got Sterling, who's better than all our other attackers, he's not good enough. He's even though he's probably there's a big gap between him and the rest of your attackers. The rest of your attackers are trash. So him alone is not going to drag Chelsea from where you finished third, to challenging City and Liverpool. You're going to need more. You're going to need creators because he's very effective. He can score a lot of goals for a wide player. He can be involved in creating a lot of goals for a wide player as well. But he's going to need someone else there with him. So for me, it's a good signing because he's better than Werner. He's better than Pulisic. In that, if you're going to play like 2 10s behind a striker, he's better than Mount. He's better than Havertz. He's better than all of them. Better than Lukaku. Of course, Lukaku's gone. So he's an upgrade automatically, but you're going to need more. As it stands right now, I got Spurs finishing above you. So you need more.
Smoke, talk about a man that you've discarded and you've not appreciated.
Right.
Also talk about Pep getting rid of black players. Was that? No, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. What? I don't know. I don't know. I didn't say anything.
I think Sterling is a victim of his own success of one season, right? Whereby he set the expectation so high and he could never really live up to it. And it's that and it's a sad thing of when you're playing in a team full of world-class players, right? Your average has to be at least a 7 week in, week out. As you notice, as you stick out like a sore thumb. It's just that obvious. Like in a smaller team, hence I think Nick has a point whereby he would be the main player in a different team, right? Now the thing with Sterling, I feel as if Sterling is a hit. When I'm saying hit or miss play, like he can be exciting and frustrating during the same match, right? The things you don't expect him to do, he will do, but the things you expect him to do, he doesn't do them. And Sterling is an instinctive player whereby he's best when he's not thinking. Like he just runs, kicks. He's more likely to score. Whereby when he gets the time to think, oh wow, trust me, this guy, he's very creative with his misses. Like I've seen some of the worst misses. I've seen some of the worst.
Creative.
They're like, no, trust me. Like Sterling can make you cry, and it's hence the clutchness. I don't know, man. When you say clutchness, because he has moments, right? But when you need him, and you're like Sterling, go, hits the keeper, hits the pole, hits whatnot. This guy he's got and he's got a wonder goal from nowhere, 20-yard curler. You're like, wow. Then the next one is an open net. He kicks it to the corner flag. It's like, so I think he doesn't really. Sterling makes sense if you're still gonna get a creator, because I feel like the problem with Chelsea is you need a creative outlet. Hence, a Rafinha would have made sense. You need someone who can take people on. Sterling doesn't really dribble. He uses space to beat the player, but he pushes the ball. Because even if you see that goal, that assist which he made against Aston Villa, he took Digne to the byline. Then he crossed. It's not like he dribbled him or chopped him off. No. So now the issue with Chelsea was against low blocks. If there's no space for Sterling to run into, Sterling is not effective. And that's why you see over the years, Pep has played less of him, because most teams will play in a low block. And in a low block, Sterling is not the guy. So I feel as if he's a good signing. He's better than Werner, right? Way better than Werner. Yes. I feel as if Havertz is still a better player than Sterling, because I don't really rate Sterling in sense of technique, tight spaces, close control. He's not that guy. He's a space, power, and pace merchant.
Wait, hold on. Sorry. Did you just say that Havertz is better than Sterling?
As a player,
yes. As a footballer, of course.
Right. Ball control.
You mean technically, as in he got a better first touch?
I mean, it's not even.
That's it.
Not just touch. Havertz is a good player. I think
first touch, ball control, working in tight spaces, ability on the ball.
Yeah,
ability on the ball.
Do what? He doesn't do
what
anything.
kind of ability on the ball?
Guys, we're not doing. Guys, Smoke is a Man City fan. He's a Man City fan.
No, but I'm a Chelsea fan, and I think I know Havertz. I think I know Havertz.
No. You see, Eric, I understand. You know, when you're closer to a problem, you don't really. Everything looks bad, right? Because you're close to it. But I'm saying from far.
No, I'm not saying Havertz is bad, but
your attacking line
Havertz isn't bad, but the way you're comparing him and you're saying Havertz is better, why is Havertz better than Sterling?
Havertz is a better. Sterling is more effective. Havertz is a better footballer.
Yes.
Ability-wise, natural ability-wise, he's a better footballer. But Sterling will produce more in terms of goals and so forth.
Havertz could play in our team as a false 9. Sterling can't, because he can't play with his back to goal. Sterling needs space, can't operate in tight spaces, and that's the truth. Most of the time, Sterling, when he's surrounded by people, he'll lose the ball. He's not press resistant. Havertz is. Man, I've watched both play, and I'm telling you that I would take Havertz. That's the only attacker you have that's decent. It's Havertz. And so what I'm saying is, Sterling doesn't make sense if he's the only one coming in, because then you still have the same problem. Think of him as I wouldn't, because Werner is special. Like Werner is in his own league, right? I don't think you get Werner that much, right? But you still need a creator, right? Because Mount is not going to do it for you. I think Kovacic is, I would say, from midfield is your best creative outlet, and he's not fit most of the time. So if it's just Sterling, then wow, guys, I'm worried for you guys. If Sterling is only because I don't trust Eric
Don't worry
Soto.
about Haaland. Don't worry about Haaland. Same also. Leave us.
We don't need Haaland to win the league. Trust me. Haaland is not
okay.
Haaland for the CL.
Don't.
I told you.
Leave us alone, man. Leave us alone. Let me give it to you. So shout out to your boy Casey, Di Maria, Giroud, Zlatan, Dzeko. Now CR7 to Napoli. CR7 isn't touching Naples. He's not going to, my goat isn't touching Napoli. Relax, that's not happening. United Kingdom's Turkish embassy. Oh God, we can confirm that Half Hope's transition happened outside of our borders. Hashtag come to Turkey. I did not come to Turkey. I didn't go to Turkey for any transition or so forth. I'm still fully male. All right. Well, okay. All right. Lord. HH got a wig. Lips are now pink. My man using. Okay. All right. Okay. Casey, Red, Seinfeld is better than every sitcom to today.
You're an old soul, Casey. You're an old soul.
All right. Well, neither.
That was the George Costanza. You remember where
okay.
That's what he was referenced. Yeah.
Still, the UK Office is still one of the greatest comedy shows of all time, man. That's a fact.
For the American.
Regarding Sterling, I'm saying the reason why we're selling Sterling, most people don't understand. It is in
we
his
don't want your
last
sloppy
year
seconds
contract.
done. Give us seal. We want the seal. Give us the seal. Give us a seal. Give us the native seal.
No, hold on, HH.
Give us
This
the
is how I
native
know.
seal.
This is how I know that HH is he's just making this. If Man City were willing to let go of Bernardo Silva, would you not take Bernardo Silva? Can you answer that question?
No, because Bernardo Silva prefer to go to Barcelona.
No, I'm asking HH.
Of course, I'd take Bernardo Silva. So
why not? Why would you take Bernardo Silva?
Because he's one of City's best players.
Isn't that a sloppy signing as well?
No.
How's that a sloppy signing?
It's a reject. If Pep decides I don't want,
there is no way he would.
No, he said no.
Pep
He
isn't that
said
stupid.
He said if Pep.
No, it's a hypothetical. He's available. He wants to leave.
And if if he wanted to leave and Pep wanted to do it, then I said, Pep, you're on drugs. Eric, you know what? It's the same thing with Eto. Everybody in the right mind knew that when he swapped Eto for that UCL flop, Ibra, everyone knew that Pep was on drugs. And what
the points I'm making,
treble,
the points I'm making is that when Sterling was doing well, you would never have said that. So it's just convenient and easy to say that now.
Eric, Sterling is on 300,000 a week. He wants the same amount as De Bruyne, which isn't justifiable. There's nothing that he does that's equivalent to what De Bruyne gives. He's already on 300,000.
Wait, hold on. Let me
in HH's mind, he does.
We're giving too much time to Sterling. He's not that caliber player to give him this much time.
First bleaching and now his hair. Look, I never bleached, you clown. I never bleached, man. LSK Laxon. Well, at least we know that he. Okay, funny guy, man. Funny guy, clown. Kobe Milinkovic from HH Olafemi Olobanjo, the first to. Lead level Ludio. Is it true that Barca owed De Jong 17 mil?
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep.
The Pornhub would figure it out.
I mean, the Barca are still paying off.
Crooks. They are crooks.
Of course they're crooks, man.
Barca are still.
No. Seriously, their new name is Installments FC. That's their new name.
No,
right
but
now. I'm calling them Installments FC.
You know why?
Barca are still paying Bayern for Vidal. They're still paying Bayern for Vidal. They haven't even paid off Vidal's full price tag to Bayern yet.
Messi was crying because he knew if I leave, I'm not getting that 100 million owed. I'm not legally obliged to it.
Those were tears of lost money.
I would be crying if I lost 100 million as well.
Wait, hold up. Why, Eric, is Sterling also one of your first choices?
I don't have a first choice. My first choice was Harry Kane, by the way. In case people didn't actually know, my first choice was Harry Kane, and then my first choice was, the other option was Holland, and I said, you know what, fair enough. I have my reservations, but we'll go with Holland. Why not? And then Lukaku became available, and I know it makes sense. When you look at what's available, Lukaku makes sense. So he became my first choice. So it is what it is, man.
What did
I
your
don't want to
sources
talk about this
say?
guy anymore.
Wait, hold up, Lord. Now that HH has got a wig, is he wearing? Okay, Lord. All right, thank you for that, man. YSK Jackson, I wanna Lakaka. I never said that. So why YSK Jackson? You can't lie on me. I never said that. Elsie, who supports Barca. If U stays and we get Kunde, Eric is class B minimum. Eric, you promised me Kunde.
Look, HH, it is what it is.
There's no Eric. There's no look. You
hold
said
on.
that we will get at the bare minimum. We'll get at least Kunde or the Us. That's what you told me.
I said.
You said.
I said what I said. I said what I said.
What you said. Yes.
But,
you said what you said.
but in transfers, with transfers, you know that things can change very fast.
Things can change. Things can change. Yeah. So basically, Eric, you lied to me, basically.
No, I didn't lie to you.
I was wrong to put my faith in you.
No, you were, yes, because I'm not a transfer guru.
Then why did you say beforehand? Why did you lead me astray? Why did you lead me astray like an attractive lady who breaks people's hearts? Why did you lead me astray?
No, that didn't happen. No. Look, Kunde was coming to Chelsea until he wasn't. Tuchel doesn't want him. Hold up. Eric.
I didn't tell him a straight face.
Wait,
it's true.
Hold up. Let me change the bad face, man. Let me change. Guys, just keep talking.
Look. Kunde was on his way. No, hold on. I'm explaining what happened.
Yeah, Eric is dying on this hill, man.
There's no hill. I'm just telling you the truth. Kunde was supposed to sign, but Tuchel doesn't want him. It is what it is.
Don't lie.
I don't want the leaks.
Don't lie.
I don't want the leaks, but Kunde. I don't want the leak. Tuchel wants the leak. It is what it is.
Kunde doesn't want Chelsea.
Of course he does. Of course he does. Yeah.
The leak's going to Bayern Munich, man.
Are you gonna go back?
No, we'll see. We'll keep watching. Let's keep watching. But Kunde, we already had personal terms agreed with Kunde. He was coming. He wanted to come, but Tuchel doesn't want him.
No, he personally thought Barcelona was a better option.
All right. What's it called? Facts, source, only opinions. Thoughts on the Belgian coach saying KDB carried Hazard? Now, facts, source, only opinions. No. He's trying to make me say that word over there because he thinks that I'm foolish enough to say.
No, that's his name. D. No.
Oh, DZ. Not. Yeah, he's stupid moron. Casey, Toad P has priced out Alonso. No. Alonso is going to Barca. Well, we're getting rid of
He's not. He's on the preseason. He's in the preseason squad. He's in the preseason squad.
I know.
Barca have got no money. Did you not see the image they uploaded of Christensen? It was in 240p pixels. They can't even afford a 4K camera. It's embarrassing.
Why are United fans so obsessed?
LSK Laxon. So don't smoking that's limited edition domestic.
That was good.
You can't afford the UCL pack. You can't afford the UCL.
When are you going to upgrade to the UCL pack?
1-5 incoming this season. Trust in Ireland.
All right, shout out to. I think this guy's Peruvian. It's not the Peruvian flag. Today is my 10th. Wait.
Yeah, he's.
No, I'm not. Okay, pizza. Just pizza. Today is my 10th anniversary with the girlfriend. I'm 32. Isn't this pedophilia? If you're 10 years old.
That's the point, HH.
That's his name.
What do you think Peter Filla means? Like he's
I said, don't shout him out.
You guys. Look, Ricardo, tell your countrymen to
Nah, we don't claim it, man. I don't know about that.
Because I know that's a Peruvian flag. Can I tell you guys to relax?
Maybe I don't know. You're getting trolled out here.
J Mali, Todd Woodward made another signing. Wait, Eric, why do people envy us so much?
I have no idea.
Is it because of that UCL win? Why
It
do
helps
they
them
envy us so much?
it helps them forget how mediocre their clubs are.
I know. Envy is bad. LSK Laxon, Chelsea Football Club are upgrading for the UCL by going for a guy whose CL career is defined by that incident against Leon. Hashtag Turbo Timo, hashtag victims of money laundering, hashtag CCL, hashtag I used to support Man United, and also hashtag this is the same clown that said that United would definitely destroy those tapas about matches known as Villarreal. YSK Jackson, we keep receipts here, man, so we know who you are. So guys, let's talk about Technique. Now, Eric, you obviously don't like Technique.
No, I never said that. I never said that.
Okay.
Who is it?
But I want you to, because I want to come to first to Red with this. You see, I don't care who it is. Eric, I'd take him for a year. Eric,
Yeah,
I'd take him for a year.
You see,
This
Di Maria
guy is
actually
that
has,
dude.
yeah, he has end product. So yeah,
Yes,
of course.
so like for me, do you know what I'm going to go out and say? I think this guy is one of the most underrated players of his generation.
Easily. Ooh.
One of the most underrated, most
He was the best-
underappreciated
he was the
players of his
best-
generation.
He was the best winger in the world at one point.
Yes.
Yep.
But this guy
2014.
doesn't get enough love and praise. And guys,
Look,
let's be real. La Remontada, he was fouled. That was a penalty.
Yep.
That was a penalty. And that would have changed that whole concept of the game. Who knows what would have happened if PSG had beaten Barca? Who knows? But what this guy has done for Real Madrid, what he did for PSG, he's Messi's daddy. He's Messi's daddy.
He won.
Look.
Ricardo,
He won.
I didn't crack a joke.
No, it's
Ricardo,
the way you
I
it's the
didn't
way you
crack
said
a
it's the
joke.
way you said it. It's the way you said it.
Ricardo. I didn't crack a joke. He's his
Real
daddy.
quick. Just real quick.
Di
on this.
Maria is Messi's daddy. I didn't stutter. I didn't go through. Without Di Maria, Messi doesn't sniff a Copa America. If Di Maria was on that pitch in 2014, unlike Messi, Di Maria would have touched up, said what's up, and Argentina are World Cup winners. He is Messi's daddy. Now what? What?
But hey, Jay,
No,
they wouldn't
I
have got to the
agree
World
with
Cup final without Di Maria.
No,
In the knockout round.
Going to United, I think-
it is super fair to say that Di Maria is the best player to wear an Argentinian jersey in the past 20 years. Not the best Argentinian, because Messi, I think, is better than him overall. But in Argentinian jersey, I think Di Maria is the best player to wear that Argentinian jersey. He's been by
Speak
far the
on it.
most clutch, most clutch player they had. Even like you see the difference when Di Maria plays and when he doesn't play. He's just a much sharper player when he plays for Argentina. But even besides that, the guy has
Criminally
been
underrated.
very like.
I think going to United dented his career.
Relax.
Don't
so.
forget those clowns, man. Don't forget
No,
those
no,
clowns.
see,
Those clowns.
see.
Go on, just stay out of
Eric,
this.
No.
Eric,
Like,
why
look,
did we go in for him? Eric, tell your boy. Eric,
I mean,
why are you
Red-
quiet?
Red
No,
needs to-
Eric.
Red
Tell
needs to think-
me.
William.
Why did we go for him?
guys
Eric,
went
why
for
are we going
William.
for Sterling? Eric, what's your club doing? What is your club doing?
Wait. So
I
you want
need
us to go for
Technique.
him
Why do we go for Di Maria? Why? No, Eric, why?
on loan?
No,
Is that
ask
a
me
loan?
right now. Why? Eric, why?
on loan?
Why?
Oh, is it on loan?
Yes,
Or
1
is it a
year.
signing?
No, but Di Maria won't go to England. He hated England when he went there. Like he was treated awful.
United.
No, because I remember when that happened. Because look, first of all, Di Maria
Eric,
is the one
Red,
player.
I want ballers, man. Red, I want
No, I feel you,
ballers.
I feel you. Like, here's the thing.
I want
The
ballers.
only player that I wouldn't feel bad if he slandered Madrid is Di Maria because we did him so dirty. We did him very, very dirty. Like when he left Madrid. That's why, like when they were like rumors that he might join Barca, I was like, fair enough. Like if I was Di Maria, I'd hate Madrid too. Because like I don't know if people remember, like in 2014, because we were gonna sell him. We he was injured and we didn't let him play
Sorry,
We
Red,
did-
continue.
we didn't let him play that World Cup final because he was injured. He wanted to play, but Madrid was like, nope, we can't let you play because of his injury. And he's always held a grudge against us for that. And then when we sold him to United. And at United, obviously, we're talking about a transitional United. This is after both Sir Alex Ferguson. So obviously, they still had the standards of Alex Ferguson era, but they're not in the Alex Ferguson era. So even though he had a pretty good season, if you go back and look at his numbers, what he produced for United compared to what their wingers are producing right now, he would have been a fantastic signing. But because they had that standard, he was really hated on a lot, and he was like slandered constantly online, especially for the price that he had.
He had his house got broken into.
His house got broken
Yeah,
by the fans. So he
what about the fans? Relax, Red man.
No, because it was the fans that broke, some fans broke into his house because he was like, I remember
I don't think
during
it was
that period.
floods. I think it was guys trying to get so
It
much
couldn't be
attention.
Man City fans, man.
Poverty
They have
tax,
no
Red.
fans,
Poverty
so.
tax. Poverty tax. Poverty
I,
tax.
I, whoever
Red, have you
it
been
was,
to Paris?
I have.
Yeah, like look,
No.
mirror.
But like when but if you actually overall look at Di Maria's like big clutch moments, because like to this day, I think that 2014 final performance is one of the best final performances I've ever seen from a player. He was insane, like that from the first goal to like just as, and he was playing out of position. He wasn't playing on the right. Bale was playing on the right, which is Di Maria's strongest position. He was playing midfield, and he was tearing them apart.
Why do you think he's underappreciated? Is Di Maria underappreciated because we are stuck in this Bournemouth era, where guys like Salah and De Bruyne are overestimated because of system merchants and actual talent, individual talents like Di Maria are not.
I'll tell you why
because they're anti-system merchants. You know.
Well, it's the reason why he's underappreciated is because at the club level he was playing under Cristiano Ronaldo, who's a lightning rod for attention and praise. Right, despite Di Maria having incredible numbers, he's shadowed by Ronaldo, and then at the country level he's shadowed by who? By Messi. Think about it. Who scored the winner in the Copa America final? It was Di Maria. It was an insane goal too. It was a golazo, man. Like, but when they won, who did they all run to? They ran to Messi.
That's because Messi is the one who wants all the praise. Not
Thank you.
But I'm just saying it's not It's what I mean is not just it's not. I'm not trying to hate on Messi or Ronaldo individually. It's just that when you play with that caliber of player, like and with that kind of like huge platform that both those guys have, it's very hard to be noticed. And even at PSG, despite him being incredible, like people always went to Neymar, they went to that. And another thing that, yeah, exactly. And another thing that this plays a part, to be honest with you, bro, he just doesn't look like a superstar. Yes, I'm judging his looks. That's it. He just
fair enough.
People are shallow. It's true. It's people are just shallow like that.
Red. Now you see, for me, I prefer to comment on people like Maria Gigelli, Vanessa Blue, Aina Angel, Francesca Jimenez, and so forth. So. And also Maria Gigelli as well. But my thing though is, relax. So I don't think that Messi is what you would call like a sassy looking kind of guy.
But
what you say? You're not attracted to Messi.
But the difference between Messi and no, the thing is with Messi, the difference between Messi and let's say Di Maria. One, Messi was a one club man up until he left for PSG, so he was coming from La Masia. So the fans loved him just because it was sort of like it was their baby.
No, come on, Red. This is sports and football. Don't say
but it plays a part.
There's a level of truth to what he's saying, man. It's not. One thing, Red, that you can't deny, because I'm a big fan of Di Maria. He's probably my favorite Real Madrid player ever. The guy was incredibly inconsistent as well, and that doesn't help.
It's true. He wasn't, but like man, like he was consistent in big matches.
No, the thing is definitely is.
He was like in big matches, like in Clásicos, Di Maria was always one of the best performers. In the UCL, he was always one of our best performers. Even for PSG, he scored against Barca. He helped. I think he scored against United, or did he assist against United? In the Champions League, like in every matchup that PSG got knocked out, Di Maria did his part, and the team usually lets him down. So I always felt like he was a big game player, and that's what I always appreciated about Di Maria is that he didn't really have. There was no stage that was too big for him.
He's also injury prone as well. So he can't.
That is true. That is true. But it's like. Look. Let's be honest. If Di Maria had Beckham's face, you think he wouldn't have been one of the best players in the world? Since Beckham is the most overrated player.
I think the ego too. I think there's an ego. I think he's never had the profile of a superstar. In sense
but this one I want to ask. But I want to ask this though. So Pogba, Di Maria, what are we saying about Juve? Those are two ballers, man.
Retirement FC, man. Retirement
FC. Think about it.
Like throwback FC. They're trying
literally. That's all it is. Like
Di Maria is 34 years old. We need to get let's be honest. It's all good as well. Let's go and get Di Maria.
That's first the new 2025. Don't do that. Knicks, don't be an ageist. Knicks, we are black. Respect to our elders. Unlike let's not. Yeah, was it?
Listen. If Chelsea are serious about trying to close the gap to Man City and Liverpool, it's not going to happen because of a one-season wonder from Di Maria. You need to build. Like, man, there's a reason why Man City and Liverpool
it takes time. Knicks, I don't have much time.
United as well.
Nothing like Arsenal. Stay far away from whatever Arsenal are doing. Whatever Arsenal doing, do the opposite.
He chooses the fossil, man. He doesn't have much time.
But the reality is, how come Man City aren't linked to Di Maria? How come Liverpool aren't linked to Di Maria? The man is 34 years old. Like, forget it. If you want to close that gap, you need to do it properly. And that's why, as much as a Di Maria might excite you for one season, that ain't gonna get you anywhere.
But
you
Neeks,
need to be at the 25, 26, 27-year-old.
One quick question, Neeks. From 2015 till now, every Ballon d'Or winner has been 30 plus.
Every Ballon d'Or winner, yeah, all of them have been Messi and Ronaldo. Other than
and Modric and Benzema.
Modric and Benzema.
I'm counting Lewandowski too, by the way.
Yeah, we can count Lewandowski as well.
They're the exception.
I mean,
No.
Listen.
No, it's not. I'll caveat that. If Benzema's available, get him. If Lewandowski's available, get him. Di Maria right now is not on the level of Lewandowski, Benzema, Messi.
Just have the sauce. I told you, I told you.
See, Red, it's people like Nick that Di Maria doesn't get the praise that he deserves. Guys like Nick.
No. Di Maria is a good. I'm saying Di Maria is a good football, but it's a matter of what are you trying to achieve. The sad reality is this: as good as Liverpool are, they only have one title in all this time, and look how good they've been, right? So then now the question.
One title right now.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But you guys will take the scraps if you have to. You guys, so United doesn't count. At least Chelsea, right? So what I'm saying is, they've been almost perfect, and they only have one title, right? So the question is, does Di Maria close that gap? Which is no.
No, he won't.
You are nowhere near.
But with an army.
Yeah, but the army of Eric sources, which is nothing. So you basically,
I wouldn't sign Di Maria right now for the league. If you're going to sign Di Maria right now, you're signing him for cup competitions. A player that's going to show up in these big games and just as another utility. But like if you're going for the league, I agree with Don Smoke 100%. That Di Maria was not consistent enough to be able to close that gap.
The only reason you sign Di Maria is to get his cap space for next year. That must be something thinking. He can get his expiring.
But one quick thing, because I just want to go back to something that Ricardo brought up earlier.
What?
Can we talk about the fact that Barcelona but the Barca fan base spent a whole year campaigning for Messi to win the Ballon d'Or in 2021 ahead of Lewandowski, just for a PSG player to win that Ballon d'Or that year, and the player that's coming to Barca to come with no Ballon d'Ors, they would have had an argument against Benzema. It's like, our striker has a Ballon d'Or too.
Oh, look, Red. I don't care about Lewandowski, man. I just want the goals.
That's fair. Fair enough.
I don't care.
Because had Lewandowski won it, Barca could have been signing a Ballon d'Or winner right now on pretty much for pennies.
That would probably jacked up his price even more, to be honest.
It will be good for Laporta, so he missed the boat there.
Wait, hold on. Let me. So from English Talent FC says, thoughts on Prison FC buying more than CFC. Wait, who is Prison FC?
Arsenal.
Wow.
No.
Prison FC. Part of all the players who have made it behind.
Adam Johnson, Gylfi Sigurdsson,
Benjamin. Wait. But let's not talk about this because nobody knows the facts.
Yes, true.
And this is a very serious accusation. And
apparently, it wasn't even him.
Let's move.
That's why I don't want to talk about it.
I'm going to talk about it.
Wait, shout out Lord. Di Maria carried Messi. Messi ghosted the final. No, see, let's be fair here. Without
Messi didn't ghost. He shit the bed on that 1v1.
No. Okay, look,
the whole world saw that.
Let's be fair here. Without Messi, they didn't even make that final. And Messi was absolutely outstanding. But when it came down to cash the check, because you know who cashes the check? I'll tell you who cashes the free check. Let me tell you who cashes the check. He cashes this dude. He cashes the check. This dude cashes the check. 0-2. Red. He scored the only goal in the also semi. Red. He scored both goals in the final. You know who cashes the check? What's it called? Oh, sorry. This dude. He cashes the check. You also saw him as well. These guys. I love Messi. But this is what I always say. Messi, you best be the best player in Qatar. You best say what's up in the semi. You best say what's up in the final. Ricardo, are you listening to what I'm saying? Ricardo, look at me when I'm talking to you. Messi be the best player in Qatar. Semis, and he better be critical in that final because Ricardo, if he doesn't, it don't count. And now goes for your
sure.
Wasn't he playing injured in that final
as well, man. So, Okay,
He was, but
okay.
we don't care. We don't
I
care.
ain't playing. I'm not in Qatar. I'm not playing, bro. I'm not playing.
By the way,
Link. HH looks like he's trying to. Okay, wait.
No,
okay.
guys. Well, we already said at the beginning of the video, 200 likes, HH will shave his head for the next video.
No,
200 likes.
That's it. No, El Crypto. I don't even know El Crypto. Sterling is a pace merchant, a £300,000 Adama. You see, don't do this. Don't do this.
I don't think it's that bad.
From Semansi, Kunde was supposed to come until he. Bro, Eric, that has to rank as one of the most brickish comments of the. Like me say, we're gonna have like a brick Hall of Fame of comments and so forth, and that will be entered into the brickish Hall of Fame comments, man. Talent FC, HH, if your bleach works, will you be one of us?
Wow.
Ricardo, relax. So, guys, let's have a retrospective.
I didn't even get to speak on Di Maria, man.
Oh, sorry, Ricardo. Sorry. Di Maria.
No, I'll make it quick. You know what?
Cool.
I'm a little upset. I actually wanted him to come to Barcelona. Like
he would have been good at Barca.
I would have been excited, man. Like it would have been cool to see, him play at Barca, even if it's just for a year. I don't think it would have been that serious, but I'll give him. I can't even be mad. He waited out on Barcelona as much as he could, but Dembele, I mean, I don't know what the hell he's trying to do. And then Rafinha. So I don't blame him. He had to make a choice at some point. And, he chose to go to Juventus. It's fine because that was probably his second choice anyways. He was waiting for Barcelona. But at the end, I think logically Barcelona is making the smarter move and getting somebody like pretty much almost a decade younger. But I would have loved to see Di Maria in a Barca uniform. That would have been something good to see.
Yeah, well, you have to don't be stuck with what's the ooze.
Yeah, man, the sloppy seconds of ooze, man. It's unfortunate.
So, guys, man, let's go back in time, man. Let's go back in time, and I want guys to be honest. I want guys to be fully honest here, man. And I think it's first if we even come to your boy already with this one. When he was unveiled, Real Madrid fan, what did you truly expect of him at Real Madrid? That's the key, because remember 2009 and so forth. Look, it was always going to happen. As I said again, when you're a particular kind of a player, Real or Barca call, you have to answer that's called. And bro, this is what people say. Cristiano Ronaldo as Man United, that guy was an attacking demon. He, as an attacking weapon, that guy was
not even
amazing.
half as good as Ronaldo at the beginning of his stint in Madrid. Like his first 5 years at United, even at his best, he wasn't as good as what he was at Madrid, especially in like 2012.
Red. Yeah, that's Knicks. Back me up here. That season he had for United,
not even close to 2012.
His best ever season.
No.
I thought Ronaldo in the first like 3-4 years at Real Madrid was the best Ronaldo.
Yeah, 2012 Ronaldo was the greatest Ronaldo ever. Like, not only that, like, here's the thing. Like that picture you said, HH, that is the greatest transfer in football history. Not even a debate. Not even a debate. You bought a Ballon d'Or winner at his prime at a young age, serves the club for 9 years, wins 4 Ballon d'Ors, and then leaves for the same price that we bought him for. Like, it doesn't get better than that. 4 CLs, 4 Ballon d'Ors.
What's it called? 451 goals in 438 appearances.
Yep.
That is frightening.
Insane. It's insane.
That is frightening.
Here's the thing. Like, when you talk about, like, when we talk about, like, Ronaldo when he came to Madrid, like, this is why when people were talking about Mbappe and all this, like, he's not even close to what Ronaldo was. Because Ronaldo, he had speed, power, technical ability, finishing, accolades. He had completed it all. Like, he came to Madrid after he pretty much completed football. Like, he was already a finalist with his country. He was already a Ballon d'Or winner with Manchester United. He was already a Champions League winner with Manchester United. He's already won league titles with Manchester United. So when he came to Madrid, he did all of that times 10. He won more Ballon d'Ors. He, instead of just reaching a final, he had actually won the Euros with Portugal. He won multiple Champions Leagues. He scored more goals. He improved every part of his game.
But it was specific, and this is what I don't understand. You say all these things, the Ballon d'Ors, the goals, the UCL moments, the outputs and everything. How the hell does a player like this not retire?
Who,
Ronaldo?
Ronaldo?
The club. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, look, Ronaldo's
because like when you look at the outputs he gave and just the production, like, no, this guy is at Real Madrid for life. You retire here, or at worst, Your last year,
HH.
you go back to Sporting.
Do you remember?
But you were here for the most of your career.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that Perez leaks? That when they like those video clips from Perez, and what did Perez say about Ronaldo when he was asked about Ronaldo? He was like, "You look at this guy, you think he's normal. He's not normal. He has an obsession. He's crazy. Like Ronaldo's not a normal human being. The guy has an endless hunger for success. The guy, like he nobody even knew that he was leaving. He just pretty much decided, like once he won that 3-peat, is just to leave on a high. Like there's nothing left for him to do at Madrid. He made history. And
no, hold up. Are you saying that? No, hold up. Are you saying that he voluntarily left or he was pushed out?
No, he voluntarily left. No, he wasn't pushed out. No. Madrid had a contract for him. We drafted a contract.
Ronaldo, and he thought that he deserved more.
He wanted the same wages as
Messi. It wasn't
Messi
money.
got an increase.
No, bro, Messi.
What's happened?
No, Messi's contract was 700 million. Madrid were no way going to be able to match that. $700 million.
That's what he wanted.
No, bro. The dispute it wasn't that. It's that Madrid have a policy. When a player is 30 plus, you only get a 1-year extension at a time. Hence, Modric every year he gets renewed. So with Ronaldo, he wanted more than that. He wanted a 2 or 3 year contract. Perez did not budge on that.
So it means it wasn't voluntary then.
No. Of course, it was
something, and they said no.
He tried to test Perez's gangster, and then
Perez. As in like, bro, Perez. We wanted him to stay. We offered him a contract. We declined Mbappe in 2017. 18, and he went to PSG just because of the fact that we were relying on Ronaldo to stay, we wanted him to stay.
That he wanted. That's the problem.
Yeah, but that's not forced out. That he chose not to sign that contract. He voluntarily, like he had years on his contract.
No. But what sort of conflicted was, but Red, the way you put it was as, oh, I've done what I need to go. Now I want to now move on and so forth. So you put it as if like his mind was already set on like, I've already completed at Real Madrid and I want to now move on to something. Yeah. He wanted to stay at Real Madrid.
Remember that? Look, let's go back to that Champions League final, right? After he was done, when he was talking, he was pretty much saying his goodbyes to the team. He still had a month left, like for that year on his contract, and he still had 2 more years on his contract on top of that, right? He had still time. He could have stayed if he wanted to. He chose to leave. Because Ronaldo, ultimately, he still wants to fight for the top spots. And at Real Madrid weren't going to treat him the same way that we were looking to transition beyond this team. And he wasn't going to be treated the same way like that. Because we had already signed Vinicius. Rodrigo was already signed by that time. These players were signed when they were 15, 14, like they were planning to come into the team. So I don't think Ronaldo was ever forced out. And he's loved by Madrid. Like, but what I'm talking about, like specifically for that transfer, if you want to talk about it,
yeah.
Like, we can talk about what if and what happened at the end of it. Let's talk about what actually happened during the whole journey.
Yeah, no, it's
like his like I highly recommend anybody, because I think for me, in my opinion, the greatest version of any footballer ever, period, was 2012 Ronaldo. You had technique.
Wait, hold up.
No, stop.
He was complete.
No. Wait.
He was complete.
You're saying the greatest version of any footballer ever.
Like at their peak. I do think 2012 Ronaldo is up there. He had dribbling, he had speed, he had power, heading, left foot, right foot, free kicks, penalties, counterattack, possession football. He could do everything. Go look at his heat map. In 2012, Ronaldo broke the record in La Liga for most points, like won by an individual player. Most points for a team, period. We had won 100 points. Most wins, most away wins, most goals, most away goals, most home goals, most match winners. Like he still holds all those records individually. Like with Real Madrid in that 2012 season, he was a machine. The only thing is, and this is how cruel life is him and Ramos both like missed the penalty against Bayern Munich in the semifinal. Like that was it. But that to this day, 2012 Real Madrid is the best Real Madrid we saw probably ever. Like I genuinely think they're better than the 3-peat Real Madrid, that's for sure. Like they were like that was us at our peak. It's just that we were just unlucky. But I do recommend, like, you guys can laugh. I know a lot of the thing is I know a lot of your chat are like I don't think a lot of them are over the age of 24, 25 to really remember 2012 Ronaldo.
Stand the chat when you bring up some bold claim which we on the panel don't agree with too. That's from a Madrid point of view, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you want to hype your own players to the ceiling, right? But then it's always nice to have an objective view. That normally the answer is always in the middle, right?
Yep.
In the middle. That's where the answer normally is.
I mean, like, bro, you can go see for yourself. Like the thing is,
no. I agree with you that he was spectacular, but not the greatest.
I think he at 2012 he was, as again, an amazing attacking demon and so on. But I just think that it's a bit too much of a definitive claim to say he's the best version of any player ever at their peak. Because
probably the best version of himself, I would agree.
Yeah, best version of him. Yeah, to
that's
his
what we're talking.
fans. So
Because
I get it.
Here's the thing.
Because CC, I need to really go back and look, because I thought that the best version of Ronaldo was that 07-08 Man United season when the guy was scoring all kinds of goals and doing crazy things every single week in the
real quick on that, right? Like 08, I do agree. That's probably Ronaldo's top 3 seasons. He was incredible in that season, but he wasn't at his peak of his powers yet. He was peaking, but he wasn't just there yet. 2012.
But hold on. 2012 though, wasn't that when Mourinho focused on him being more of a goal scorer?
No, he had most goals scored outside the box. He had like free kicks with his left foot, right foot. Like he had I really recommend go look up Ronaldo 2011. All of you guys, whoever's in the chat, do yourself. This is a treat. If you love football, you're gonna love him. Ronaldo would go in just real quick. Ronaldo would come into the game and physically players couldn't even touch him. Like even the way he ran was just iconic, because he would like you'd see his upper body would be stiff and then his legs would just be like so quick, the way he would just move. He was insane. Like I honestly, the thing is, I can understand like if you rate like this different aspects of football, let's say if you like Registas or Pirlo's or like those if you're talking about forwards, Ronaldo did everything that season.
What I would say is this, right? I feel as if at United, Ronaldo played for the love of the game, right? Whereby at Madrid, it was more for the numbers to keep up with Messi, right? Because if you see the Ronaldo at United, bro, this guy was having fun on the pitch, literally. That's when they say top wing, I was like, yes, right. Whereby I feel as if at Madrid, he tailored his game more to be more output based.
He's red. That's the CC. I am more with him because I want to really hear what Nick says from the United, because my thing is, I believe that, I'll use an example for you. Obi Mikel. He was a playmaker. And I believe that if Obi Mikel had gone to United, Fergie would have made him a playmaker. He wanted to go to Chelsea because he wanted to be in London and so forth, because Nigerians prefer London. And Mourinho makes him like a DM and takes away all of his creativity. I believe that Mourinho looked at Cristiano and says, no, I want you to focus and specialize at just being a goal scorer. So of course he had the extra sauce, but I believe that under Fergie, he had much more flamboyance and was able to express himself a lot more as an all-rounded footballer in a much exciting sense, as opposed to Real Madrid. He was like a sniper specialist at being effective. But I want to hear, so Nix, would you say that the best version of Cristiano was 11-12 over 07-08?
I would say the most exciting version of Cristiano Ronaldo was 07-08.
I agree with that.
I think in terms of, let's say, the flair, like when you watched him, even as a neutral, and I guess, even as a neutral, you couldn't but be excited to watch him because he was doing everything. He was doing step overs, he was cutting his side.
Bro, that no look back heel goal, remember that? Like in the crowded box, he was crazy.
Against Fulham, 2-0, I think won that game. Was it Bolton? It might be Bolton actually. He was playing on both sides of the flank, right and left, coming in. So in the Premier League, generally, he was playing out wide, coming in, shooting with his left foot, shooting with his right foot. In the Champions League, he was generally playing through the middle. You had Rooney and Tevez flanking him. So he was showing the full repertoire of his game. And of course, he scored against your boys with a header in the final. Free kicks from about 2007 to probably about 2010. Ronaldo on free kicks was like, he was something. After 2010, I don't know what happened. Maybe the balls changed and his technique didn't change with it. But from 2006-07 season until about 2010 season or around there, free kicks. He scored the best free kick goal that I've ever. Well, definitely his best free kick goal, the one against Portsmouth. Payet scored a sick one since then. It just defies the laws of gravity. He scored a free kick. Like, he could, in that Man United period, from 07 to 09, he could score from anywhere, any angle, any distance. The goal against, the free kick goal against Arsenal in the Champions League semi-final, the 40-yarder goal in the season after against Porto, same season actually, against
Porto. I think Arsenal was the season after, wasn't it?
2009
2009 for Arsenal.
Both of them were 08, 09.
Both,
yeah. And he scored a counter-attack goal against Arsenal in the same season. It's in the same match. Like, he was scoring every kind of goal. I would say he was better at Real Madrid in terms of, in the sense, of course, the longevity. So, that's one point. But we're talking about
but even 2012 though, Neeks, like for example, those free kick goals, he was still doing that at Real Madrid. He scored more free kicks for Real Madrid.
He was more robotic.
No, bro. You're thinking about 2015 Ronaldo. You're thinking about
at Real Madrid, he refined his best attributes. So what he was best at, he just said, well, this is what I'm best at. I'm going to kind of stick to it. Not that it made him less of a footballer, but
he was a lot more effective at a higher level. But the key word is exciting. He was a much more exciting, dynamic player at United. But Real Madrid, he was he
was an inside forward on the left-hand side. And it was like Robben. You knew what he was going to do, but you couldn't stop him.
Yeah.
But so it was metronomic. Ronaldo, same thing, over and over. Come inside, obviously score different types of goals, whatever. But I think you didn't see the full repertoire of what he was able to do at Real Madrid, because I guess he was more. I wouldn't say it was more fixed in terms of position, but his role just became more defined. Whereas
because it was Mourinho.
Under Fergie, it was like you do what you want. Rooney will run for you. Tevez will run for you.
Yeah.
Park Ji-sung would run. Everyone else will run for Darren Fletcher. They'll run for you. You just do what you want. And I think that's why it was probably the most exciting Ronaldo was said.
Real quick, just because I got a dip.
Okay, go for it.
I just have to because I gotta go. I just have to say this real quick, and I'm sorry guys for taking too long, but man, PR has done irreparable damage to Ronaldo. Like, these people have lied to themselves so long for that. Like, I'm hearing people saying that Mbappe is better, bro. If you look at Ronaldo up until 2014, he was a machine. He was complete in every aspect. He played on the right, left, in the middle, midfield. You can actually look at heat maps because people talk about Messi being a midfielder. From 2008 till 2012, Messi was a false nine in the box. Like, he would literally just from that center forward position to the box. He wasn't a winger till later on, till really the MSN era came in, or just before that, a couple of years, he started playing on the right. Ronaldo was the one that would be playing box to box. You'd see his heat maps. Pardon?
I disagree in a sense that Messi had a free role.
No, it's not. Bro, just real quick, because bro, the stats go against you, Don Smoke, because you can go back and see where Messi was one of the leads. You can look up the distance covered. Messi wasn't even hitting double digits in kilometers in matches. He wasn't even hitting 10 or 11, 12 kilometers.
Okay, but no. But the key thing is that. So do you agree with Nick's assessment that he was a much more exciting player in that 07-08 season, but at Real Madrid, he had specialized that aspect of being way more effective at a much more higher rate.
I agree with Nick in the sense, yes, he's absolutely right, because I remember when it was 2008, I don't know if you guys remember for PlayStation 2, FIFA Street, who was on the cover of it? It was Ronaldo, because he was the face of flair in football. You guys remember those Jogo Bonito commercials with Zlatan and Ronaldo when they would make those? Ronaldo was different level of skill and technique. Nobody ever talked about it was skill, purely technical flair and skill. He had all of that at United. At Madrid, I do agree he was more refined, but he was never robotic. Not until 2015. 2015 is when Poch-Naldo came to be.
I wouldn't say robotic. I meant metronomic in terms of this is what I'm good at, and I'm going to keep doing it.
That's it.
Whereas but Man United was we don't know what you're going to do, but it's great.
You know what, Neeks? I highly recommend everybody in the chat. Just go back to remind yourselves. Just look up 11-12 Ronaldo, right? Just watch that, and we'll talk about this maybe next week. After a while, we'll sit on it, watch it, reflect on it, because I highly recommend that season for anybody. If you just want to see because that I feel like that is the blueprint for all modern day footballers. We look at Haaland, Mbappe, Salah, all those players took what Ronaldo did that season, and they replicate it, whether it's the physicality, the workout, the work ethic, the work rate.
But I would say this, right? The fact that they could replicate Ronaldo shows that it's more achievable, whereby no one has replicated Messi.
Well, Messi replicated Maradona.
Yeah, like
No,
that's the
I'm
thing.
talking
Like,
about you just gave a list of modern
bro,
footballers.
no, but like,
who
bro,
have
like, there's always been like, oh, he's the Egyptian Messi, the what was that Turkish guy?
Wasn't
Like,
Odegaard? Odegaard.
Odegaard, the
No, but that's
Norwegian
PR.
Messi.
No,
Like every time I'm
Martin
bro.
Martin
serious.
Edwards was
No,
Spurs.
Red, are you seriously gonna call
see, Red,
Odegaard?
Sorry, Red. See, when you say the best version, I think that's why it comes back to perspective. I think that when you say he was the best version of himself, I think that it is through the perspective of effectiveness. As in, when just talking about this guy of effectiveness and output. But then there's a thing called the eye test. For me, I think that it was. You have to go to Red. The key person we're missing here is Mourinho, because Mourinho was like, look, I know that I am here to win games for you and so forth, and I'm here to try to get the best out of you. So Mourinho and Fergie are different kinds of managers. So Mourinho was like, look, and especially when he's coming into Real Madrid, he's under pressure, so he wants to impress a Real Madrid. So he's like, look, bro, I need to refine and adjust the game to focus and specialize at this one aspect. So in terms of just being a specialist as being effective, goal scoring wise, it was a fucking deal. But
HH, just real quick, because we're talking about eye tests and all that stuff. Like, cool, because I do actually have to go, and Ricardo and all the Don spoken all like they haven't really spoken that much on this topic. So, look, Ronaldo, I'm talking about like his 2012, like all of it. He would like he had the eye test, he had the goals, he had the stats, he had the winners, he was effective, big game player, everything. He had it all. He had it all that season. There's literally not one aside from that Champions League miss in the penalties. He literally had it all. I've never seen a player assist himself in a match. Because if you guys want to go watch the Super Cup between Real Madrid and Barcelona and the El Clasico. Ronaldo gets a ball from like inside the box, they clear it. It's coming to Ronaldo. Ronaldo flicks it in the air over his head, runs, beats his defender, gets the ball, and finishes it. He literally assisted himself. Like he literally passed the ball to himself.
Messi's goal, bro.
Like, no. Bro, I'm telling you. Look, Messi's amazing. And if you prefer Messi's style, I understand. If you want to tell me like Messi this season or that season's better.
I'm saying from a footballing ability wise, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're gonna say the best player, we have to put ability and goals. Because then we have to weigh them, right?
Okay, Ronaldo had more match winners in 2012 than Messi, and Messi scored 4 more goals than him.
Do you know why? I've realized that it's a debate that you can never win at. Because you know why? You know the keyword I always use? Perspective. And what I say is that we can have an argument. Some people's perspective is always that what Cristiano does and the way he does it, they'll always favor it over how a Neymar or a Messi does. And if it's that, then how can I say that your perspective is wrong? So you're almost like you're in a lose-lose situation. But look, let me bring in Ricardo. Ricardo, talk to me, Ricardo.
Well, specifically, what's the question? Are you pertaining to what Red has said, or
so because I think we've now got into the thing. What was the best version of Cristiano? Do you believe it was that 11-12 season? Or do you believe it was the 07-08 season with Man United? What was really the best version of Cristiano?
I would have to agree with Red that the 2012 Ronaldo is the best version of Cristiano Ronaldo. And what he said is true. That in terms of the completion of the game, it was there. Ronaldo is probably the first footballer to really embody a level of athleticism with a level of technical ability. Because, I mean, Ronaldo at that time, bro, like there was nobody even remotely close to his level of athleticism, and the only guy that is really come close is Gareth Bale, but that was after the fact. Because I remember I read a report that one of the Madrid doctors, when he would do the physical checkups every year before the season, he has said that Gareth Bale, it was the only player that he ever believed was more athletic or physically gifted than Cristiano. And that's a high praise, to be honest, because Cristiano's physical ability was nuts. However, in terms of being I mean, if you're a Ronaldo fan, you're gonna say what you believe, and if you're a Messi fan, you say what you believe. I don't believe that version of Ronaldo is the best footballer to ever exist. I mean, I think that's a bit of a stretch because I've seen Zidane, I've seen Brazilian Ronaldo. Obviously, there's several Messi seasons. Some people say that Messi's 2012 season, when he scored like 90 whatever goals, is the best Messi. Personally, I don't even think it is. I don't even think that's top two. I think 14-15 Messi and 18-19 Messi is superior, at least from the whole footballing package. Because 2011-12 Messi, it was like his playmaking wasn't
really
there. It was there, but it wasn't what we saw in 14, 15, 18,
or 18, 19.
Even today, some Messi still puts ridiculous passes, but he wasn't putting those passes back when he was like a goal scoring phenom. I mean, like, look,
because I think 11-12, I think it's fair to say, in terms of just a highly effective, consistent goal scorer, I can't find many people who are better than that, like Cristiano, 11-12.
Yeah. No, like, in terms of like effectiveness, I mean, what Don Smoke was saying, like, he kind of had to focus more on the output, because I think from a technical level, no one was ever gonna say he was superior to Messi, right? So I mean, you have to find another way for it to be comparable, and he did find the other way. Obviously, I personally believe that young Ronaldo from Manchester United to pretty much 2013, his dribbling, his game really depended a lot on his physical ability. So it was necessary. People say, he got a knee injury, whatever. Let's say that is the truth, which I believe it is, because it's not a coincidence that his form of playing changed. If his physical ability was affected, in a knee injury, it is the worst injury you can get as a footballer. If that is effective, you have to change your game, and that's what he did. So it's I think because of those injuries, he couldn't continue being that player. But it also, in a sense, it actually extended his career, because it doesn't put so much stress on your body being a dribbler, and that's the reality of football. If you are predominantly a dribbler, like that's your main attribute, your career doesn't tend to be that long. Now you can say Messi
because those knees,
they eventually give out on you. You can't beat it. You're only human at the end of the day. Like you can say, Messi's an anomaly because he's 34 and he's still dribbling well. Not many guys could actually do that. But when you look at Neymar, Hazard, well, these guys are like 30 and they can barely play anymore because of the amount of hits they have taken throughout the course of their career, and they have been, along with Messi, some of the most fouled players in pretty much that decade. You can look at Di Maria, an exceptional dribbler, a lot of injuries. So maybe Ronaldo, in that sense, he wasn't blessed with that sort of that injury doesn't catch up to you. And we can say the same thing about Gareth Bale, but that's common though. Like if you think about it, a lot of players that are very, and not just football, in any sport, when they're very dependent on their physicality, it puts a lot more stress on your body, and then eventually the body can give out. And credit to Ronaldo, when his knee gave out on him, he found a way to remodel his game and continue to be effective. But like that Real Madrid to Ronaldo, Ronaldo to Real Madrid in 2009, it has to be the most successful transfer of all time. Like it's not even just because of what he won, is the longevity, the sustained excellence of that time. It doesn't matter whether maybe Mbappe wins the Champions League for PSG, or Messi, or Neymar, or whatever. It's just the fact that Ronaldo, what he's done in I think he was there for like 9 years. What he did in 9 years, the Ballon d'Ors, the Champions League, I think he underachieved in the league titles, but then again, you went up against probably the greatest club side ever. So how much do I really hold against him? That's up to you to decide. But it's Ronaldo. In my opinion, I don't know why he ever left Real Madrid. I don't think he should have ever left. Like he went out on a high, so that's good. The story ends on a perfect way. But I personally believe that, from what I've read and what makes sense, is that Perez gave him a verbal agreement that he was going to match the Messi contract in terms of getting paid 30 million per year. And when the end of the season came, words are words. It should have been done in contract, and then that wasn't the case. And Ronaldo's like, whatever. And he's like, I'm out. And who ended up giving him 30 million a year? It was Juventus. So he jumped ship. And a lot of people want to talk about Messi's 700 million contract. If you actually looked at the contract, a lot of the contract was based on performance bonuses. He wasn't guaranteed that entire contract. There was a lot of Champions League progression, goal
marks, and he didn't always reach them. So yeah, he never got paid the full contract because that would have been an insane contract to give out. But yeah, Ronaldo, Ronaldo's like, I think the biggest mistake he ever made was leaving Real Madrid, and I think he does regret it. And now him jumping to team and then being blamed, and then his fans photoshopping him into other jerseys and whoring him out.
Bro, that's Cristiano Chelsea Photoshop as well.
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. He deserves a better way to go. Like, as much as I'm a Messi guy over Ronaldo, like, he deserves a better way to go.
The way it's ending is sad. It is sad.
It's not going to happen based on. I mean, I say that. You can't predict anything in the transfer market, as our illustrious friend Eric says. It's on. It's off. And at the moment, Ronaldo to Bayern Munich is off, but it's off until it's on. Like, I hope Lewandowski goes to Barca. I would love to see Lewandowski over at Barca.
I genuinely don't care if he goes, to be honest.
No, but you have Benzema on one side, Lewandowski on the other side. I think
sure, for the spectacle, it'd be great.
Classical.
I think it'd be a great matchup just to see that, because we had the great matchup of Ronaldo and Messi over that long period. At the moment, there is no matchup. There's no individual head-to-head you're looking over at.
Respect Aubameyang, man. Respect Aubameyang.
Where exactly? Vinicius versus Adama Traore. Yeah, even Adama. But I think that would be a good head-to-head. And then when that happens now, it's like, bro, Bayern, you've got a space open. Like, you're gonna win the league. You might as well do it with Ronaldo. And as a fan of Ronaldo, stat pad. Go over to Bayern, win 2 Bundesligas, and say, yeah, I've done it everywhere. Get 30 goals. I've done it everywhere.
I have a question. What if he goes to Bayern and Dortmund win the league?
that could never happen. That would never happen.
Problem.
That would never happen, but
then at that point you retire.
Wait, hold on. Let me get this. Let's quickly, before we get out of here, let me get this job. Babe, make the job. Argentinian players now say they only want to win with Argentina, so that Messi wins instead of winning for the country. That's actually disgusting. That is very if that's true, this man would be pissed off. My man would be pissed off.
You hear it? They always talk about it. We're going to win for Messi. Win for Messi? Your country
ain't
won a World Cup since 1986. How about winning for them?
They say football owes Messi a World Cup.
No.
Messi
Messi owes himself a World Cup.
Messi owes Argentina a World Cup.
Shout out to your boy Alps. I'm late, HH. What are you wearing? Nothing. This is my real hair. I'm not wearing anything. It's my real hair. It's my real hair. It's my real hair. Factos. Big up Red. 2012 Madrid and Ronaldo was the best footballer I've ever seen. Again, perspective. It's perspective. See, for me, I'm not going to say you're right or wrong. That's for you. The best footballer I ever seen was when this guy was wearing this jersey.
Yeah.
I've never seen a player.
Are you talking about an Inter Milan or a Barcelona? Because that Barcelona season was insane, man.
Look. Remember the goal he scored when he literally ran in between 2 defenders and so forth. Look, he was crazy, and he was like 19. Bro,
insane.
The stuff that this guy did in this jersey was disgusting.
I guarantee 95% of the people watching this have never seen Brazilian.
No. Ricardo, I keep on saying that. YouTube is there. Impossible technique is the best compilation of any player I've ever seen. The technique that this freak of nature showed was
Injuries robbed us, man.
Bro.
Robbed us.
I don't care what anyone says. This is my belief. If not for that knee injury,
he'd be the greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
He'd be the greatest player. Because do you know what Red was saying? Ronaldo had the strength, he had the speed, and he had the technique and the dribbling. And remember, he had that injury in his early 20s. Do you know in 02 he was 23 or 24?
Really?
Yeah. He was 25.
25.
He was 25.
26.
No, he was 21 in 98. I know he was 21 in 98. And he was 25 in 02. So he was still, I think, so really he had that thing when he was like 24 to 25. So if this guy did not have that, because bro, what this guy was doing, I've never seen a player like that in my life.
He should have.
But I think sports science also has a part to play with the fact that if sports science was as good back then, I feel as if most careers would have lost. Because if you see now, a player can get injured few weeks, few months, as someone can tear ligaments. Literally, they get him back on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but you know, it goes to the point that Ricardo said that, you know, I don't actually believe with that whole thing. I think that Ronaldo's body couldn't take the explosiveness of what he was doing. He was moving his legs so quickly with such explosiveness. His knee exploded. So I think that his body couldn't take just
that happens a lot. Like
he was moving
I think
his
even
legs
Felix,
moved
I don't know
quickly.
if you've seen Yao Felix, that kid from Atletico. He's always having ankle injuries and whatnot.
yeah, you like for example, remember Derrick Rose, man? That guy was way too athletic for his own good, and then you just gave out.
Derek, like if that guy didn't like for me, I've never seen a player as all-round talented as Derrick Rose. In terms of just explosiveness, but I just think that the guy was just too much. Like this guy would just like jump up like a freaking spring, and it was crazy.
Yeah.
Your boy factors again. From an eye test perspective, 06, 07 Ronaldo was the best for me. He still holds record for the most completed dribbles in a Premier League season. No, I think that's Hazard. Isn't that Hazard?
No, it's Ronaldo. I think 230 or whatnot.
I think it's Hazard. I think it's Hazard.
But it's close.
I think it's Hazard. No. Look, like,
Needs
bro,
to do a quick
like,
Google search.
no. Cristiano was mad. Cristiano, no, like that season he was mad.
He was nuts, and you know,
He was mad. He like the guy. Do you know that thing where like you put the ball back with your back heel, and you move it forward with your other leg, and the defender was like, "What the f is this dude doing, man?" It was crazy.
I always thought he had a funny way of playing football, and that's how people say he's robotic. Like he's so stiff up top.
It looks weird.
Yeah.
No. I think for me that's the thing that always gets in that. I'm used to the way that, let's say, a Messi, a Neymar, R9 play. That when I see Cristiano,
smoother, yeah.
Yeah, it just feels a lot. Yeah, it feels much more
robotic.
Talents FC. Well, Smoke, you need to evolve. CR7 evolved at Madrid being effective. He's smart. Look at Hazard, Bale, Neymar, etc. Above 30, basically semi-retired. Okay, I resent that bug and those fries, man. Relax.
But like, see, I don't think Ronaldo evolved because he evolved because of the injury. He didn't evolve because he was like
he altered his game.
He's not evolving.
I think he
adapted.
I think he would just would have like continued on being the same player that he was before, but because of that injury, he had to change his style of play, or else that knee injury would have gone worse and worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, no, 100%. Shout out to your boy, thank you for the dub. Best CR7 version, 07, 08, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16. No.
He's so aggressive on the super chats, but when he was on the panel, he was a chill guy, very nice guy.
Your boy Elad, 2012 Messi better than any version of CR7, but I agree with Ricardo. I think the best version of Messi is 18-19.
Yeah.
18-19, I think that's the best version of Messi because he brought playmaking and passing to it at a high level.
I feel as if when Messi started, there was a time whereby he was all about goals. Then he was like, no, let me enjoy my game again. Then you see he started now adding the flair again.
No. Did you know what it was? It was Iniesta and Xavi going. No replacement. He had to fill in that void because no one else could. So he had to come in deep because he lost Iniesta. So I saw like, as I said again, R9 is my guy. I think Maradona is the GOAT. But in terms of talent, Messi is one of the most talented players I've ever seen in my life.
I've always said those three. Maradona, Brazil, Ronaldo, Messi is the most talented the sport has seen.
Yeah, like, Maradona, R9, Messi, like, for me, like, in terms of just all-round footballing talents, I've never seen anything like that in my life. Those three guys. CD, man, thank you for the dub, CD, man. Cryptid, 2012 Messi, 21 consecutive goals. Respect my GOAT. What else about 2012, though? Do you know that every other goal he scored was like a chip? Every other goal he scored, he was chipping. Do you know what it means where, like, every other goal you're scoring, you're chipping the keeper? That is disrespect. Shout out to boy, 2012 Messi equals CR7.
You know what I mean?
Come on. But
you talk so much shit, but in person, he's just a chill guy.
Look, I told you. These Ronaldo fans, man.
I respect the grind, man.
I don't know. The grind is great. The grind is real. Again says, I don't know why. You make them seem aggressive, man. Your boy Alps. Haaland is winning Man City their first UCL. Don, do you want to take this before we roll out?
I concur. This guy sounds like a wise guy. Very religious, I'm sure.
So Don, let me just clip it. So you're saying that Haaland will win City their first UCL, so I can clip it.
Yeah.
No. I want you to say that Erling Haaland,
Haaland.
the Norwegian
Haaland is
thug,
winning
will
us our
win.
first year.
Hmm?
Haaland is winning us our first year.
Okay. Let me clip that. All right, clip it.
Where's Gatlock? Where's Gatlock? When you need?
Oh no, don't worry. I've got the clips, guys.
If
shout-
Haaland scores 15 Premier League goals for Man City next season, he's done well.
No.
We-
20.
we don't need
25
10 from him.
minimum.
We only
25
need 10.
If
minimum.
Haaland scores 15 Premier League goals for Man City next season, he's done well.
Wait, hold on.
We
So
don't need him in the Prem.
Wait,
We
your boy
just
Mr.
need
Dishes
10
said
from him.
Robinho is one of those missed. Again, we don't want to speak so much about Robinho's personal
Robinho
life.
is
yeah.
the biggest flop of all time, man. I'm telling
You
you.
know-
He's
he was supposed to
captain
be
of Prison
Pele.
FC.
He was supposed to be Pele. Oh no, next let's relax. Because that's like real. That's like real. But
It's all real. It's all real.
it's real. No, let's that's like
He's-
it's like real. As in
You can't even
it's
dispute it,
like
yeah.
Nick.
No.
He did
I
that.
thought
Like
he's
he
on
really
the
did
run.
He's
Yeah, he did
he's Prison FC's golden boy.
that. Lord, put me on the panel. Got personal things to say. If it's personal, I don't want you on the panel because this is not about anything personal. So
Sounds like a
relax.
United fan.
Yeah, relax. So, guys, I want to say thank you to Don Smoke. I want to thank you to Ricardo. Thank you to Nix. Guys, we'll be back here on Friday. Nix, are you going to be on that terrace tomorrow? Or you?
Somebody
No,
called
no,
him. Somebody called him Rate Bean.
You're gonna be trying to sign the young again with Terry.
So yeah, guys, shout out to your boy Smoke, shout out to your boy Ricardo, shout out to your boy Nix. It's been fun as well. I'll see you guys on Friday for our next live show. It's all cool. Remember, guys, this Sunday we're doing top 10 most iconic UCL moments. That is our top 10 thing. The top 10 most iconic UCL moments.
Oh, Don
happening
Smoke
this
won't be
Sunday.
there. Don Smoke won't be there.
Yes.
I have an appointment at the hospital. Perfect time.
Yeah, perfect. So, guys, peace out. Stay true. Stay real. Stay lovely. And we are. Wait. What was my outro? Guys, stay real. Stay real. One love. Peace.